It's Marco's computer. Hi!
How are you?
Good to see you.
All good?
Yes. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, just came now.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, all good? Cool. Enjoy, huh?
Yeah, you too. Yes.
Alright, welcome everyone to the Desert Barbell Classic, the 3rd edition. First off, as I said, we have some technical issues with the microphone, so we're doing this from like a smaller microphone, but in hopefully in 10-15 minutes we get our regular headphones on here. Today is going to be incredibly exciting. We have 2 groups. We have first the girl group and then we have the guys. In the girl group we have 9 lifters. In the guys we have 7. And it's going to be a battle from the first lift to the last. On the girl side especially, then we're starting with, we have Astrid, Bex, Angelica, Sophia, Jennifer, Gulshan, Smita, Nat and Lean. And these girls have qualified here by being the top ranked lifters in our regular power meets. So obviously this is the power meet classic. Closer.
Like how many?
Yeah, hopefully I'm heard better now. Yeah, so this is the power meet classic, right? So this is the Grand Prix event of the events that we have. So this is the top tier lifters from the region. This year we have the club celebrating 5 years, so in a homage to that we literally have only lifters from our region. We have no external people that we have invited for this competition at all. So we are just doing a community event, and this will be really cool to see. If you're in our chat, please make yourself present. I see that we have one already here saying hello, so hello back to you. And if you don't mind, throw in a line and tell us where you're from. Here comes Smita, our first lifter. Let's go straight into it. Smita is weighing in at 51.8. She's one of our lifters here from the club. She's opening up on 95 kilos. We'll introduce the lifters as we go here now. So here comes her first squat.
Come on.
I want to say they look good. Well, let's see what the referees are saying.
White lights, that's a good lift.
And as usually, you need at least 2 of the referees to be convinced that that was a good attempt. And she got those 3 lights, so we are all good with that. Second out on the platform is Lin Jin. We haven't seen her compete in our competitions for a year and a half, so she qualified as doing a really good result in the power meet number 13, I believe, on number 12 even. So we haven't seen her in a bit. Very strong and convincing lifter. Let's see, she's opening up at 115. What I know about Lin is that she actually is coached by the same company that my coach is from RTS. So she's a teammate of mine, so I'm going to rule a little bit extra for her. She gets that good lift by 115. Looked all right.
Next lifter coming up.
Next up is Natalie Moore. She's gonna do 115.
Bar is loaded for Nat. Come on, let's make some noise for our girl. Come on now, Nat.
And after this lift,
come on, girl. Come on, you got this. Confident now.
let's see.
Come on now. That's it. So good. Oh, hot. That was hot.
So that was 115 for Nat.
We've got a good lift of 3 white lights.
Next lifter is
All right,
Bex.
now next lifter is going to be
Let's see.
Bex. Let's make some noise for our girl Bex.
Okay. How you doing? All good? Am I live?
Yes, we are live.
Perfect.
So now I have a co-commentator with me, so you can introduce yourself for the audience.
Thank you very much, Pat. It's Farhan here, powerlifter myself, and I was a little bit held up at work, and I could not miss this for the world.
Yeah,
This is
good.
the battle of the behemoths.
So here comes
Come on
Bex.
now, girl.
This is
Come
one of
on.
the favorites for today. Remember, this is a competition done on points.
Come on, you've got got this.
127 and a half.
Stay strong.
And based on her opening weights, Bex is actually in the lead if she makes that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Come on, drive.
Oh, and an easy lift there for Bex.
127. So that
Wow, that
was
was
a
a
good
good
lift.
opener. 3 white lights for you, Bex.
Absolutely picture perfect opener, just how you want it, moving almost like a last warm up.
Yes. So
All right, next lifter is Gulshan. 120
here
kilos.
comes Gulshan then, and Gulshan is also. There will be a lot of desert barbell lifters here, to be completely honest.
Slowly for Gulshan. Come on,
Since
girl.
this is a celebration to the club, Gulshan is also one of our lifters. Very seasoned by now, and she first and foremost have a really good deadlift. So we're hoping to see some really good weights from her. She's opening up on 130.
And a big fan favorite, she's got some power.
Yes.
Easy opener for Gul.
Yes, very much so.
Oh, wow. Good.
She's going to be
Great.
going
Three
up.
white lights for you.
There's
Great
something big
opener.
for that
Girls
third
are doing
attempt.
great so
I've seen her in
far.
training, and she is putting up
And
numbers
next
that
lifter
are
is our
unheard of
Sophia.
Oh,
for her category.
And now we're going to see then Sophia, which is one of our desert barbell coaches also. She is usually based out of Kuwait or France. So she's flown in for this competition.
And a power meet veteran. She's competed at power meet before, and she's put on solid performances.
Sophia is actually one of those girls that can have,
Good.
or she
Come on
will
now, Sophia.
most
Let's do
likely
this.
have a little bit of say in the top 3-4 battles. So
Confident
let's
now,
see
girl.
how
Come
this
on.
looks.
And she's looking for a textbook picture. Perfect opener. Will she get it?
Got this. Yep.
Sinks that deep. Gets it up.
She very rarely has problem with depth.
Wow.
Little bit of turbulence there,
Serious
but that
depth
shouldn't be
right
too much of a
there. Three
problem.
white lights.
Yeah, she has very good depth in her squat.
Beautiful.
Where's the paper? She's coming. Oh, she's coming. I feel good.
45.
Next lifter is going to be Angelica. 140 kilos. Come on, Angelica.
Angelica, another power meet veteran. Here she
Yes.
comes for her opening attempt.
140. So Angelica starting at 140, and gonna be interesting to see.
That's a big squat to open
Come on
with.
now, girl. Come on, girl.
Sets the hips and oh, nice and
She
easy.
looks strong today. Actually, I talked to Angelica before, and she was very excited
All right,
to
that's
try to
2
put up
white
some
lights.
good weights.
And that's a good
She
lift.
usually weighs in the 63
Brilliant. So
category,
next
and
lifter
now
coming up is
she's
Astrid.
just above, which I think is the super correct decision for her.
She can definitely be liberal with her next attempt.
You can follow along there.
And a big crowd here this evening. I mean, I just got here and I'm seeing this. This is fantastic.
All right, so we got 2 more lifters doing their openers here with girls.
The
All right, let's
electricity
make
in this
it all
room is enough to
Astrid
power a small emirate.
And 52 and a half, 152 and a half for
152.5
Astrid then.
kilos
And
for
she
the
is
opener.
one of the girls also in contention for the overall win.
Astrid's about to send this one into orbit. That's a big squat for an opener.
On her opener here, she placed herself second after Bex. Well, let's see how it moves. That moved really well, to be honest.
Nice and easy for Astrid.
Yep.
All right, that looks hot. 3 white lights for you, Astrid.
152 and a
That's
half.
good lift.
Let's see where she goes from there.
All right, we're going to finish off the first round with
It's going to be
Jennifer coming up
very
with
interesting to see
165 kilos.
where these girls lands.
It's definitely going to be very competitive this evening. All these girls bringing their best. And with the way those openers have been moving, this is going to be a tight contest. That's a big opener, 165 on the bar.
Finishing off the first round, let's make some noise for Jennifer.
165 for
kilos.
Jennifer.
That is a colossal squat to open with.
And she is also she's all round very strong.
Look at that intensity, sinks that deep. Oh, and no problems.
She's
No
she's
problems.
here to play ball. That's for
All
sure.
right, I don't think we're going to have an issue there with that, so that was hot.
absolutely with ease.
So let's see where she goes from there.
So now we're moving into the second round of squats. So we got Smita on 102.5 kilos. All right, so it's been overturned. The last lift was overturned. All right, so.
Then we start second round then.
All right, bar is loaded now.
So Smita is going 102, and by the way, so Jennifer's last lift there was overturned by the jury because she didn't adhere to the rack command. It was kind of like a feeling I had also.
That's a shame.
So that's also one of those things that are very annoying.
It's better for that to happen on an opener instead of a third attempt.
So she made the lift completely fine, so I think they're going up anyway. Here comes Smita on her second lift.
Oh, she gets that up.
That looked good.
Bit of turbulence there, but she can't afford to go up for her third attempt. It will be a fight, but that moved pretty well for a second attempt.
So that's a good lift.
102.5.
Next lift coming up is
So we are looking at this second round and just looking down the line. We see that Bex is going 135. And we want to see Astrid going 160, so this is going to be very tight in the point standings. We'll keep you updated with how the points go along after the third round of squats.
Extremely competitive this evening. Again, these are the DB winners, the Power Meet winners going head to head.
Lena going 120 then, so this is a 5 kilo increasement, and it looked, her opener was convincing, but it also wasn't super light, so I think this 5 kilo increasement is probably the right call.
Oh, she has to fight, and she gets that up. She's got room for a third attempt, maybe a 2.5 kg increase.
2.5 or 5, definitely not more, but let's see.
Absolutely.
How her plan is.
122.5 kilos.
Nat will go 122.5. And
Nat, another Power Meet veteran. She's been in this environment many, many times.
125?
and also I just hear the girls in the sector here discussing, because the lifters have to notify their next attempt within 1 minute.
And a fan favorite has just taken the platform.
Come on, girl.
122. So Nat is obviously a full-time employee of the club, so she spends all her time here. So she's
lives and breathes Desert Barbell.
Territory.
Seems to be a perfect brace. Oh, with a bit of turbulence, but
so the call is how much do we elevate after that? I will say like a 2.5.
I would go 2.5 after that.
2.5 is probably the call.
That was a little ropey coming up, but
so for the final call, I'm hoping they will put 25. And then I know that she has her eyes set on a good bench afterwards.
Yep.
Now we have them Bex on 135.
The miss intensity.
Just to collect kilos, I'm assuming, and obviously being close to Bex, that I think she's aiming for a 140 last squat, just to collect points.
Bex with all the intensity of a volcano unracking that bar. 135, that's a big squat. Picture perfect.
Yeah. So
no
now it's all a
problems.
matter of how much do they dare push it. I think they'll go for 140.
All right, that was 3 white lights. Well done, Bex.
So that's going to be interesting to see. I know the plan previous was at least going 140.
140 kilos.
So it's either 37.5 or 40. I know the plan before was 40, but you can always make small adjustments, because it's a matter of getting as much lifts as possible in to collect as much points and kilos as possible.
Here comes goal. One of the favorites here this evening. It's a big squat, 140 I think on the bar. with no problems whatsoever. I mean, I've seen her in training over the
strong
last
today.
few weeks. I knew she wasn't going to have a problem with that with the numbers she was putting up.
So that was a 2-1 call. So Gulshan is a very good squatter and a good deadlifter, but in order to compete with the rest, she doesn't really have the bench to hang with them in total. So she will battle it out for just behind the cluster of Astrid, Bex, Ange, Sophia and Jennifer, but after that she is really the favorite. She could actually be in a battle with Jennifer, depending on how,
very interesting to see.
how she performs.
And Sophia bringing the heat.
145. This is a competition PB for Sophia. It's actually 5 kilo PB competition-wise.
Bringing the heat from the GCC from Kuwait.
That's it.
145 on the bar.
Let's hope she gets it.
Sinks that deep, and that should be no problem.
Good.
What a lift.
Ali.
Ale.
Good.
Ale.
She'll be happy
145.
with that.
Well done, girl.
Let's see.
We're moving on now to Angelica, 145, same weight.
Hot.
Yep. And she's going.
You look strong today, girl.
Yeah, it's your call. Go 52 if you feel strong enough.
All right.
All right, we're just discussing here with Sophia a little bit.
Come on, girl.
Looks like she's going for 152.5. That is a huge comp PB. And that's a massive squat for Sophia coming up.
45.
Angelica going to 145. This should also move comfortably. Her opener moved like absolute butter. I can't believe it's not butter.
Here we go. Yeah,
Comfortable for Angelica.
No, she's going to be very
Alright.
she's going to be very benefited here by weighing a little bit more than she normally does, and she will I will think she will destroy her total comp PB.
Absolutely. She's looking confident as she walks past. She's got a smile on her face because that moved absolutely to plan.
Angelica's previous comp PB is 380, and I'm thinking we're looking actually quite a bit more than that today.
All right, next
Absolutely.
Astrid at 160 kilos. Bar is loaded.
Astrid, well, she sent that last attempt to the moon. She's looking for Mars.
160 for Astrid.
That is a big, big squat for a second attempt. I've seen her squat before. All the
160.
power of a Voyager rocket in those legs. Having a bit of trouble on the on-rack.
See, she's done these weights before, so she should feel relatively comfortable with it. Come on.
She's got to stay with it.
Yeah. Just as long as she gets it moving, it's gonna go up.
We have
The
liftoff.
only issue Astrid will have is if she tilts forward a little bit too much out of the bottom, but she didn't do it that time. So
Absolutely.
if she gets it going, it's gonna go.
She's got to keep that upper back tight.
Astrid is done. We've got Jennifer up.
Usually on squats, it's the upper back. That's the first thing to fatigue, so we are seeing a little bit of that.
Yeah. So speaking of big second lifts, here comes Jennifer with 177.5.
Oh my goodness. That is a monstrous squat. And that's for just a
So,
second attempt.
yeah. So a little bit of a gamble here since she missed her opener, but that was, remember, only on a command. It was very easy. So I know that the plan was this weight, and Coach Olga, that coaches her, just made the call that that was just a
Come on, girl. Let's
unnecessary fluke. So let's go 77.5 and follow the plan. And she's done this before in training. So let's
Commands do get missed based on nerves. Oh, that's an easy 177.5.
Very strong.
Now in squat, 177.5 kilos.
Absolutely textbook squat there. That's a huge second attempt. She can be going to 182 or 185.
That is
All right, we're moving into round number 3. We're going to start off with
very strong.
107.5 kilos.
Well, currently Jennifer is dominating the
All right,
squat.
so we have the second round then coming up with Smitha starting us off.
I haven't got my glasses. Am I moving it a little bit?
No?
Am I moving it a little bit? I haven't got my glasses.
So Smitha going 107 for her last squat, and we see further down the line that Nat made that 2.5 kilo increasement that we thought. Lina did a 5 and Bex did a 5. So that's literally how we thought it's going to play out.
There we go. Big electricity in the room for the third attempts now beginning.
Come on now, girl. This is
Smita with 107.5 kilos on the bar. Body weight of 51 kilos. That is impressive.
So let's see how this is going to move for Smita now. So weighing in just under 52 kilos, so 51.8. She usually competes in a minus 52.
Oh, she's facing some turbulence, but she gets it up easy.
It's a scrapper, so let's see what the referee... That was borderline on depth from where I'm sitting, but let's see. Yes, 2-1.
She's scrapped and fought for that.
only need to convince 2 of the referees, and she did that.
Scrapped and fought, and it paid off well.
She's not going to give in, that's for sure.
What a fight there.
And the jury
has overturned that, unfortunately.
That was unfortunately the feeling I had, but it was a good fight for Smita, but just a little bit.
The depth did look a little bit high.
A little bit sketchy, to be honest. Was. Just gonna see if I can get. Here comes Lina then on.
Another big squat here.
125.
For a third attempt. She's felt some turbulence, and that's all right.
Oh, wow, look at that.
There should be no problems on depth with that one.
That was awesome. 3 white lights.
3 white, squeaky clean.
That was good. So 3 white lights for Lina.
That was hot, Lynn. Well done.
Nat then doing the I think we all both saw the correct call of going 2.5 increasement.
Squats with 125 kilos.
All right. 125 kilos on the bar for Nat.
125.
This is going to be a fight.
Come on now, everything that you have left. Everything. Leave nothing on the platform. Come on, girl.
125.
She's taking her time with that setup. That's a lot of intensity.
Come on now, you come first. Strong. Come on, yes. Yes, just like that.
Strong on the unrack. Here we go. Nat takes her time with it, and she gets it and celebrates while going off. Fantastic lift from Nat.
That was really good.
125 for a third attempt. Nat's going to be really happy with that.
That was
A fantastic
very
performance so far.
And then we have Bex with a very important 140 lift.
Another one we need to make some serious noise for.
140, that's
140 kilos. Everybody get ready.
140. This is I think this is a crucial lift for the outcome of the competition, because if she gets this, she puts very pressure on Astrid.
Absolutely. And she's bringing some heat here.
Come on.
Energy in the room is through the roof.
Take your time, take your time.
It's a big squat for Bex.
140.
Stays upright. Easy. Picture
Let's see what the
perfect.
ref says.
Oh my goodness, that was hard.
Good lift.
That's how
2-1.
you grind under pressure.
2-1, so 140.
Go.
She
Kept
is in
all the
the
cues.
driving seat now. So let's see what we can have
All right.
as a comeback from Astrid. So Astrid chooses 165 later on here, and Jennifer do 185.
Wow.
185.
The competition is fierce. All
This
these girls
is,
are friends outside of this comp, but
This is
while this is
really,
going on, it's a war.
It
All
is.
right.
This is
All right,
intense.
so let's do this.
We haven't even got to the boys yet, and there's some fights going on there
Oh
also.
my goodness. And here comes goal 147.5 on the bar. Aggressive unrack. She means business. 147.5 for a third attempt. Stays upright, bounces out of that. Nice and easy.
And what is so nice to see is a lot of made lifts here, and there are a lot of clean lifts.
Absolutely.
They don't leave anything to chance, which is super good to see.
Squeaky clean like Mr. Sheen. What a good lift.
Next lifter coming up, it's Ange with 150 kilos. Let's support these girls now as they finish off their squat.
As you heard, Angelica coming up next, 150 kilos on the bar.
All right, Angelica, the bar is loaded for you. Let's do this. Come on,
150.
Taking her time with it. Marching onto the platform with a purpose.
Come on, girls. You've got this.
A scream for good measure.
You've got this.
For these third attempts, the adrenaline going through the mind of a lifter is through the roof. The adrenaline coursing through your veins.
Come on now. Everything. Everything.
I think she got it. I'm pretty convinced.
I think it's going to be comfortable.
Come on.
And there it is. Nice and easy for Angelica.
Wow.
150 kilos.
that's
3 white lights.
With authority.
You, Angelica.
Good.
Well done.
3 white lights, no problem whatsoever.
That was very well done from Angelica.
Nice and easy for
So
Angelica.
next lifter coming up at 152.
Right,
gonna be
so
happy
here's
with that.
Sophia then. And we were umming and ahhing if she's going to do 150 or 52.
Here she
She said,
comes,
"Boss, I got 52, so let's see.
bringing the heat from Kuwait.
Let's see.
Come on now.
152.5.
She ain't going to give in without a fight either, I can tell you that.
Come on now, girls.
I think we're going to see some scrapping and
152
clawing.
and a half. Come on.
Come on now, girls. Come on. Come on
This
now.
is a warrior, so let's see. Come on, Sophia.
Intensity in the eyes, there's purpose in those eyes. She's pushed, she's scrapping, she's scrapping! Oh!
I was almost swearing there. That was,
Serious fight. I love that.
yeah.
What a fight indeed.
A great fight that
Yeah,
was.
she
Sophia
gave
has-
it everything, that's for sure.
She has absolutely nothing to be ashamed of with that.
Yeah.
She stayed under that,
That was-
sticking point.
Yeah.
No need to apologize, what a fight.
So 52 and a half. So that was that. So 145 she goes on in the competition with. Astrid then 165. And if we look at the total scoreboard,
Coming up next with
Astrid
155 kilos.
is trailing after Bex just a little bit. If she gets this,
Eyes loaded for
she
Astrid.
will be a few points after Bex.
After this, we've got
But-
one more lifter, and then the boys are
Well,
on
the
Astrid
Solas.
has her ace up her sleeve with her deadlifts.
Absolutely, I've seen her deadlifts and they are powerful.
They are powerful.
But
very
we've
much so.
seen the Solo System tool so far. She sent the last one to Mars. Next stop is Jupiter.
165. She has the strength for this.
It's a big brace. Sinks it deep. She's gonna have to fight. She's gonna have to fight, and she
Yeah,
gets it up.
Gets it up.
What a fight! Forget Thriller in Manila.
So we
Look
have
at that third attempt.
2-1. Good lift.
white light.
Just looking at the jury, but I don't think they will do anything. I think that was going to be fine.
2-1 is a-okay.
Yes, that's
All right,
okay.
we're
And
gonna finish off the squat
the jury
at
nods of approval.
185 kilos.
So now we have Jennifer.
And
With
this is about to be
185.
monstrous.
Straight away after this.
185 kilos on the bar for a third attempt. The biggest squat of the women we've seen so far. Is the biggest one we will see.
All right, the bar is loaded for you, Jen. Let's make some noise.
To quote Elton John, Saturday nights may be good for fighting, but Friday nights are good for lifting. Here comes Jennifer.
Let's see. This will put Jen actually in second place after the squat.
This is a
So this
tremendous
is for
squat.
second place after the
185.
squat.
Oh, that is picture perfect! 185
And,
kilos! What a squat!
That was extraordinary good.
That is a
So a
monstrous!
fast recap after the squats. In the lead we have Bex with 33.6 points. We have Astrid, Sora, we have Jen second, 32.5 points. And then we have Ange third, 31.28. And then we have Astrid with 31.16. It's very, very, very tight.
It's so tight, and there's 2 more lifts to go. Of
Ah,
course,
it's
the
crazy.
bench press and the deadlift. It can go really
It
either
can go
way.
Either way here now. It's absolutely anyone's anyone's game, which is the way you want it, of course.
It is going to be an absolute scrap for the podium.
Yeah. So let's start with the guys then. So the guys,
here we go.
it is as exciting. We have the lineup is Stas, Imran, Mustafa Salabi, Musa, Tarek, Mustafa, and Jad. And we're starting up with Musa, which actually one of the. So he opened up lightest, but he's one of the absolute top favorites. And remember, he weighed in at 82.7, so he's a minus 83 guy opening up here on 230.
The beast from Beirut, 230 on the bar.
Here we go.
Oh, like air!
Yeah, Musa looked good. So he is in the hunt.
As if it was a warm-up.
And 3 white lights.
So Musa, 230.
Musa setting that up with lightning pace. What a fantastic lift from Musa.
Then we have Mustafa Hazam. With 232.5. And I think I expect at least Mustafa to get this fairly clean. I know that Mustafa has been sick the last couple of days. But he is also, speaking of scrap, he is a scrapper because he really turns up the heat when he is in competition mode. So I expect nothing less today.
The modern day Pharaoh has arrived.
And the squats isn't where he collects the points. He's ending very strong with a good bench and a very good deadlift. So
absolutely. Oh, forget chef's kiss. That's the Pharaoh's kiss. What a perfect opener.
That was a good opener. 3 white lights from Mustafa.
So
right
that was
there.
good for him.
And it's a good lift.
So that gave him 29 points.
At 237.5.
And now we have one of the other favorites. I mean, they're all favorites here because there's so few of the guys. There's only 7 guys. But this is Mustafa Salabi, 237.5. And this will put him in the lead for now. So forget about the kilos, to be honest, folks. It's about the points, and this will make 32.48 points for Mustafa, and that will put him just ahead of Musa.
And if you've ever had the pleasure of watching this guy lift, it's all textbook. It's all masterclass from Mustafa Salabi.
And Salabi is weighing 85, but today that is just the number giving him the coefficient to get him his points. Here we go.
No problems with that opener. It's going to be a fierce contest.
Really, really, really good.
Wow.
So what I can tell you from the kind of pre-scouting is that if this turns out like I think it will, I think Stas from Fujairah will kind of walk his own race in top, but after Stas, it's pretty much an open race. Head favorite there is Mustafa Salabi, but he can be threatened with some of the big deadlift pullers, and then it's a dogfight all other placings. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see when it comes to especially the deadlifts.
All right, bars loaded for you, Tarek. Come on now.
Tarek, one of the absolute leviathans from Lebanon.
And Tarek, as well as his friend Musa, are very competent deadlifters also. And they're not by any means poor squatters. They're really good squatters. This is 245 opener for Tarek, weighing in at 94.9, so he's weighing below 95 kilos.
I've watched him in training, and he's looked the best he's ever looked, the strongest he's ever looked.
I really hope that he can get all his potential out today, because he has a lot of it.
Very nice and easy opener for Tarek.
Wow, that was smooth.
245.
Well done, Tarek. That's 3 white lights, and it's a good lift.
And we see here in the scoreboard that like literally everyone is placing themselves between like 30, 31, 32 points. So
Tarek marching past with confidence after that opener.
That was hot.
That was very impressive. Tarek is looking
Jad is coming up.
on point today.
It's the best he's ever looked. And
Yes.
I mean, I've seen him in training the last couple of weeks, as I've seen all these guys. And it is going to be extremely competitive.
And here comes Jad, is another crowd favorite.
My God, look
because
at the
it's
size
just
of
a
Jad today.
stoic being, yeah. I'm calling him Aquaman.
Literally, Lebanon's own Aquaman
Here
is
comes
here.
Jason Momoa for a 247.5 squat.
The thing is, he's the nicest man alive, but you get up close to him in person when he's about to lift, and it is a scary sight.
I'm hoping he can tie everything together because he's had some issues with pain a little bit
With his
here and there.
hips, he's
Yeah.
had some injuries.
Let's go, Jad. Get this now.
With a little bit of turbulence,
Yeah.
but that's a good opener for Jad.
247.5.
Is 3 white lights and a good lift.
I don't
from Jad.
expect him to do a massive jump because he wasn't like as fast as some of the other guys.
He'll
but,
definitely take it
but a
conservative.
little bit, maybe 52 or 55 maybe.
260 kilos.
He'll take it conservative, I think, for the second attempt, and then for the
Yeah.
third, I think if that moves well, he'll go for a big jump.
So, just giving context here now, next up on the podium is Stanislav. His
Bring the
opening
noise
weight,
from today now,
260,
Stan.
is going to put him in the lead with more than pretty much 4 points, which in this point competitions is a landslide. So he is really the top favorite. So if he is performing it anywhere close to his top capacity, he should win this. He's just a fantastic technician to watch.
Come on, Stan.
The Ukrainian
You got this.
machine getting onto the bar for a massive opener for a squat.
He's very
on, Hassan.
sufficient and technical. And remember, this guy is weighing below 83, it's 82.1 today.
And that's picture perfect.
Yes, that was
Beautiful.
good. 260.
Beautiful.
So
What an opener.
I'm expecting to see not a huge jump from Stas. He actually got a red light
that's
for
a
that.
good
I don't
lift
really
there,
know.
Stas.
From our angle, it
Well
looked
done.
spot
It
on.
looks clean to me. I'm not sure about that. Of course,
I'm assuming it wasn't.
we can't
depth
tell from the
but-
judge's angle, but from my angle at least, that looked like depth
Yeah,
to
that
me.
looked good. But anyway, he came through anyway. So, but I'm expecting
Absolutely.
not a huge jump there.
And here we go, King Falat.
All right, Imran.
Iron King
Here comes
Falat.
Imran then, 265.
One of the most dominant competitors we have seen at Power Meet.
Let's see what he can do. So 265 for Imran.
All right, bar is loaded now for Imran.
So Imran is
Come on, Imran. Come on.
young and eager lifter.
It's the return of the king.
He has really put on some significant gains last couple of months. I know he squatted 285 on training just a week and a half ago.
I've seen him in training. I've been with him
This is,
pretty much every session, and it's absolutely insane the numbers he's putting up. This should move like butter.
It should.
What did I tell you, folks?
It's very explosive.
All right. Now that's how you finish.
King Falat
Oh,
looking to assert his dominance.
We've got 3 white lights for Imran.
Let's see what Imran can do today because he's just in that cluster of lifters.
Starting up with Musa at
What I would say is just
242.5
below Mustafa
kilos.
Salabi and obviously Stas. So that will be a dogfight for the position. And let's say actually from position 2 to position 5. That's the main. 5 or 6 actually is the big fight. Now we're gonna start over again. So just to give you the rundown, Stas is leading, fairly
And the
comfortable.
Pharaoh takes the platform.
But after that is Imran. So here comes Mustafa Hazem,
making
deadlift
a
on.
comeback to powerlifting competition after some nasty injuries this summer. It's a battle for that podium place.
Let's see. 242.5.
It's a big squat for Mustafa. Walks it out with authority.
Come on now, man. You got this. You got this. This is yours. This is yours.
That's Sink deep, and he gets that up.
Yep.
The Pharaoh showing a masterclass.
All right.
That was looking all right for me. Let's see what the referee says. They agree. So that was all good.
We're moving to Musa on the same weight, 242.5 kilos.
He can afford to go up, I think, but I think he'll take it conservative.
I think, knowing Mustafa, he really has turned on his game. Had the last couple of competitions, so I think he will suck out as much as he can for today.
Absolutely.
And that will be.
And he's got a chip on his
45
shoulder.
Or 47.
He's got something to prove.
Here comes Musa, and he
injury.
really needs to collect weight because his weapon is, even though he is a good squatter, he is an absolutely mind-blowingly good deadlifter.
Monstrous deadlifter.
Yeah. In between, though, however, is his Achilles heel, which is the bench. He just has to scrap through and get something on the boards for bench, and then he will pull something massively. That is
absolutely
just a fact.
And even then, by normal standards, this is a monstrous squat.
He's a great squatter, so let's see.
Musa with a bit of a fight, but no problems. Musa with a strong second attempt.
I'm hoping that he's not taking a huge jump here.
Absolutely, it was a bit of a scrap on the way up. Hit a sticking point
by his brother today.
Habib, another DB regular.
Yeah, it's actually coached by the world champion Panna in the 66 category, which is also a fantastic deadlifter. So let's see what he goes for his last lift. The numbers are coming in.
All right, bar is loaded for you, Mustafa.
And Mustafa Salabi marching onto the platform.
250.
250 kilos on the bar. This is a giant squat.
And I think that he will get this kind of comfortable. Let's see.
The first attempt moved like butter. This is going to be like a hot knife through butter, I think.
Yes.
Little to no problems there. Showed a little bit of difficulty at the top, but nothing that's a problem.
Let's hope that he's pretty explosive lifter, so it's hard to say when he's started to slow down. But I will expect a 7.5 maybe, or a 10.
I think I just saw 260.
I think they said 260, yeah.
Coming up next. And folks, if you go back a couple of thousand years, you see a man like Jad only in like the elite Praetorian Guard. He is built like a brick house.
Loaded now for Jad.
The room coming alive for Jad.
255 for Jad.
255 kilos on the bar. This is a big squat. Jad's put in work. These boys from Lebanon are built different.
Bluetooth.
Jad's taking the time to sink it. Fights, but it looks like he has it. What a fantastic second attempt from Jad.
I do hope that he's scrapping his third.
Absolutely.
I don't think he has.
I don't think he's got much more in the tank.
In him. So like.
But what a fight from Jad indeed.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really good.
Putting on a hell of a performance for us.
Tarek coming out in 257. Tarek 257.
And here comes Tarek, the silent, intense killer. You watch this guy in training.
Composed guy, so.
He doesn't do much yelling, doesn't do much screaming. You just look at his eyes and they're ice cold every time when he steps on for a max
I appreciate
attempt.
that in lifters, to be honest. Like, just going in and executing what you need, and then at some point, which is the right point, you show emotions.
Yes.
But I'm not too much of a fan of hyping up too much. Just when it's needed, you hype up.
Everyone's got their methods, whatever works for.
Is due.
But for Tarek, it's intensity that works. Silent intensity. 257.5 on the bar. Tarek with those thrusters of legs absolutely launches that.
And as you see, it's still a lot of good lifts. A lot of good lifts.
Picture perfect for Tarek. He can go up from here.
A lot of good lifts.
I think he's just said he's going to go for 265. Tarek's got a confident look on his face
let's
after
hope
that.
he. Let's see what he puts in. I see here further back that Jad is trying to prove me or maybe us wrong. He's elevating 5. Let's see how that goes.
Well, Jad, let me just tell you, when he's going for a max attempt, it's one of the scariest sights to be next to him.
See. I'm hoping he'll get that because really wanting to get like his best possible total. Here comes Stanislav
and the
then on
Ukrainian
270.
machine, Stanislav. Here he comes. 270 kilos on the bar.
Come on now.
Setting up
This is
tight.
actually a pretty important lift. I think that if he makes this, he will put himself so far ahead that it's not really possible to catch him.
Oh no!
All right.
He's proving himself to be not...
That was unexpected, but
that was actually unexpected.
that's a second attempt as well.
Kind of opens up the door a little bit.
It may have been a tightness thing. His hips did shoot up.
Let's see. So that is somewhat opening up the door for Mustafa Salabi.
Mustafa Salabi still leading the pack.
So I know that Stanislav had for the first time a little bit of an injury problem, niggle, a couple of weeks back. So that has been holding him back a little bit from training. So let's see what kind of call he makes here now. Because he has, if it feels like I don't really have it today, he can have the option of just skipping it and doing a good deadlift.
But I think, knowing him, I think he'll fight for 270 again.
Let's
I think
see.
he'll go for another attempt.
So
King
here
Falat
comes,
bringing the intensity.
Imran then with 277.5. And
he's young and he's hungry.
Come on, Imran. Come on.
This
now.
will put Imran in second place after the squats, second round.
Imran is a medal collector. He just loves to collect medals. He wants that podium position today. And sends that to the moon. What
That
an
was,
easy squat for
incredibly
Imran.
good.
Now that's how you finish round 2. Well done, dude.
Yep, so that was round 2. I see in the chat here that we have a few people coming in. Tracy,
We are moving in.
Ola, we have Tash joining in from Bali. We have Milos
Shout out to all the
joining
viewers
in.
at home.
And yeah, he is catching that Dan has just reversed his diet a little bit, which is all in the plan. It's all in the plan. Here comes Mustafa Hassem, and we are starting third round at 247 kilos. That's where we
you go
start.
back 3,000 years, and this man would have been a pharaoh. He's a modern-day pharaoh of powerlifting, hailing from Egypt, in the best shape I've ever seen him in. I've been watching him in training. I've been seeing his SBD sessions.
The bar is loaded.
Unbelievable. The standard and the comeback he has put on. Look at the intensity. Marching around on the platform, taking his time.
He told me he did a great deadlift here also last week.
Absolutely, I was there for that. And he moved that with ease.
We'll get to that when we get there. I know he's been ill, but when it's adrenaline pumping through your veins, it's usually not a issue. He will feel like shit tomorrow, but not today.
Absolutely.
247.
Absolutely! The Pharaoh's finesse!
247. And
What a squat from Mustafa!
All right, that was a good
So 2-1, but I don't see any movement from the jury.
All right, we're going to move
Let's
on
see.
to Musa.
247.
260 kilos.
And we have Mustafa then ending up on 31 points. That is his score after the squat round. Now the other ones to follow, and I can tell you guys, it's absolutely cram tight.
All right.
Just
so
over 30
competitive.
points.
It's a scrap and a
Here
half.
comes Musa, 250.
The beast of
250.
Beirut, bringing all the intensity for this. I think from that unrack, he's got it. I mean, here we go. Sinks it deep! No!
Nah, he got
Alright,
pushed
he
a
can't
little
get
bit
on
forward
board.
there.
And
So he
good
raised his
try.
hips just when he started to push maximum.
Yeah,
which
got bent over a little bit too much by that.
that was, but then again, we've had Stas missing his weight, so Musa is still in it.
Still a good performance.
That is the risk you run a little bit with having have a very fast descent.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hit it, and sometimes you get a little bit out of position.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit apprehensive at the bottom, tightening up a little bit, and that propelled him forward instead of upwards.
There really is
And
a
he
sweet
had
spot.
to balance it.
There's a sweet spot because if you take your time and you're very, very slow, you can risk getting too exhausted. But
Yeah.
that quick descent down, I mean, I've seen the problems with tightness on some lifters when it's that dive bomby kind of descent.
Yeah.
All right, bars loaded for
Anyway,
you.
so 242 and a half. He walks on with 33.62 points.
Sorry, Jed, sorry.
So here comes Jad. 260. So let's see if he proves me wrong. 255 looked like an absolute max effort. But the thing is also, he's a tractor, and I'm thinking if he doses his strength accordingly.
35 seconds to go.
And he looked very
Absolutely.
convincing when he said to his handler, Dalia, I said, like, I got more in me.
He is a grinder. He's not exactly the snappiest of finishers, but every single max attempt I've seen from
Yeah.
Jad is a grind.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised that he's confident that he can get 260. Because I've seen him
Can
grind.
also be, he's only have 10 seconds left. Can also be that he is just put in 260 to let the other guys have the rest. Because it's a very short flight. It's only, it seems like
Yeah.
it's only 7 lifters in the group. So he put in a 260.
Yeah.
All right, and time is up.
So that's very honoring to the other lifters.
It's giving them a little bit more time to catch their breath, get a little bit of rest. It's good sportsmanship
so
from
here comes
Jad.
Salabi. Yeah, so usually if it's a short group, you'll do that. If it's a long group, you can literally do the opposite, just in order to get it to move a little bit faster. So let's say if it's 12, 13 people in the group, you might do the opposite and just scrap it. But he let his 260 be there, and I think it was the right call not to go for it. I think
Absolutely. I think that
55 was his max for
that was
today,
enough
so.
of a grind, and I think he wants to save his energy for bench and deadlifts.
Yeah, and he's not too shabby of a bencher or deadlifter. So
Absolutely.
He has, I know that one of the sites he has is to try to out-total Musa and Tarek, his training buddies.
Yep.
Let's make some noise.
And here comes one of the strongest here today, Mustafa Salabi.
So this is to tie Stanislav's result, but he's a tiny bit heavier, so he will trail on points.
It's mighty competitive here today. The previous 2 attempts were absolutely launched. This is going to go like a ballistic
I
missile.
think this is also going to work, but let's see if he times it right.
Wow. Some turbulence, but attack warning red. The thrusters pull off. And we have liftoff for Mustafa Salabi.
That was fantastic. So he has he's done his part. I think that speaking to his coach also here before, 260 was kind of like best case scenario for them, and he done that. Here comes Tarek then with 265, and also I see in the chat that one of our lifters qualified for this meet, actually sitting in Norway and having FOMO. That's Darren. So shout out to Darren.
Shout out, hope
So
you can
let's,
make it here next time.
Yes, hope you can make it. I don't know if you're planning to come to March, Darren. I don't know. To put your hat into the ring for next year. We have some big plans for next year, so just stay tuned for that. 265 for Tarek.
Lebanon's Leviathan walks on with a purpose. 265 kilos on the bar. This is a massive squat. Big third attempt, and so far he's looked picture perfect the first 2 attempts.
I think he has this.
I think so
this
too.
This is going to be good for his, or great for his total. Come on.
Absolutely, Lebanon's
Yep,
finest.
He looks spot
Tarek
on.
with an emphatic 265
And
kilos.
that's very important, I think,
Well done,
mostly in his
T1
fight to keep Jad behind him.
Absolutely.
Because that's build a big total and good. It was very
That's
good.
the thing, that all these boys are best of friends,
Yeah.
they're training partners, but when it comes to this competition, they are scrapping and clawing
Alright,
against
moving
each other.
on. Stan, let's make some noise for Stan now. 200.
Stan. Stas.
I'm the one with the mic, so I can call him Stan.
Stan is coming up here. No, Stas is coming up. 270 again.
And the room goes electric. He's going to take this again, 270 kilos. He's going to have to fight. The Ukrainian machine gets under the bar.
The little big man. 270. Let's have him get this.
Marches that out. He's put a hell of a lot of
Come on,
intensity. Will it pay off? He fights! He fights! The Ukrainian machine delivers!
Davai.
270 kilos!
270.
What a fight! This is what Power Meet is all about!
This is
This
Stas.
is what the classic is all about!
Stas with his new nickname Stan.
All right.
The baby's got thrown in the air.
All right, so by that squat, Stas is taking the lead with 37.5 points.
We're going to take a 10-minute break before we start off with the
Don't go anywhere, the bench press is coming next. Oh, I thought no.
I've already announced.
I thought that was
No,
only going to
we have
increase.
285 for Imran
All right, so
to finish this off. And I have very high confidence that Imran will make this lift. 285.5. And this will place him
And King Fawad bringing the energy.
in third place.
285 on the bar.
85.
It's the return of the king and he wants medals.
285.
Imran's looked so strong in training.
He's done this last week. 285.
Oh, stand and deliver! King Fawad, 285 kilos!
What a finish.
What a
Three white
fantastic
knights.
throw attempt! He's fired up!
All right. So let's take a look at the standings after the first round, being the squats. So we have Stas in the lead, 37.5 points. We have Mustafa Salabi, second place, 35.5 points. Or we're gonna put it like this: 35.56 points. We have Imran in third place, 35.29 points. That's how close it is. And now we have Musa at 33.5 points ish. We have Tarek 33.5 points ish. And then we have Mustafa Hazem on 31 and Jad at 30. So this literally bang on, so
It is
tight, it's
so
absolutely incredible.
close. It is
All right.
going to be intense.
It's going to be very intense. So we have now 10 minutes break and then we come back with the benches. So don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I can hear myself. I can no.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. I can hear you as well. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
And a big shout out to all the handlers, of course.
Yeah. And we are live back now here.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that working? Perfect.
No. So now we're back live. Yeah, absolutely. The spotters and loaders are, as always, lifting the most weight, as they always do on these competitions.
It's not easy. I've done it before, and it's a very taxing experience.
Yeah, it's not super rewarding, but it's very very nice to be on the podium and grind it out. Yeah, so just we recap a little bit. This round went so fast, but just to recap first among the girls, so you guys can keep following along. And by the way, so I don't forget it, you can go into liftingcast.com, and then you just search for competitions, and then you see on the top of the list there, you'll see the Powermeet Classic. You can go in and you can follow the score sheet live as it updates. You will get the results in that sheet as fast as we get it here. But if we look at the ladies then, so we have a very, very tight top battle. We have Bex with 33.65 points leading, just ahead of Ange with 31.28. Sorry, Jennifer 32.5. You hear how tight it is? It's crazy tight. On third place, Ange, 31.28, and then we have Astrid, 31.1. So you hear it's fraction of points.
It's an absolute battle for...
So it's going to be... so... Now we're back. Yeah, so it's an absolute battle for especially that 1, 2, 3, 4 slot.
For that podium, for those 3 podium spots, it's going to be an absolute fight.
Yes. So
I'm going to go either way.
I'm going to try to keep you updated absolutely as much as possible. I'm just going to change screen a little bit here. So if we look at the order of lifting, we have Smitha opening up at 52.5. We have Gulshan 60, Nat 67, Beck 70, Ange 62.5, Lynn 75, and Astrid 75. And then we have Sophia at 77.5 and Jennifer at 80. We will see some chunky benches, I know, from Jennifer.
Absolutely.
Hopefully Sophia and Astrid can also get up to just north of 80, hopefully 85, but I know that Jennifer has higher goals than that, and she will literally mix herself in the top battle here with her bench. So Smitha.
Good for lifting.
We're just waiting for the referees to set up the scoring system, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll.
All right, everybody get ready. The
52.5.
Friday nights are good for lifting, and we're about to kick off. Is my weight? Yeah, it's working now.
Yes.
Alright, the bar is loaded for Smita.
The bar is loaded, and here we go.
Yes, this is
The first bench of the evening. 52.5 to start with. Should be a comfortable opener attempt.
should be. We'll rendezvous the point standings when we kind of come after the second round. First round, we just focus on getting these girls through.
Pat is fantastic with these numbers.
That was
And a
smooth little bench there.
Lovely first attempt there.
So for the, I'm assuming it's not too many new viewers here, but there's 3 commands for the bench. It's start, press, and rack. And the unfortunate rack signal that people sometimes tend to forget in the excitement of just making
I have missed PBs in competitions by missing that command and getting too excited. It's so easy to do. Because in training, you just get that PB and you just throw it back.
Yeah. And we have in the chat here Darren saying they might make it to September, and yes, that is the plan, to make one power meet in September. Yes.
And goal starting off here with that looks to be
60 kilos.
60 kilos.
60 kilos, yeah.
It's a good start on the bench. Nice and easy for goal. She can afford to go up here.
Yes, that will be most likely 5 maybe. I see she's coached by
Assuming 65, yeah.
Raju here today. Coach Raj.
One of the DB veterans.
We have so many well-known faces here today, you wouldn't believe.
So many friendly faces.
Yeah, yes, very much.
And Nat is getting ready.
Can Kolja in the chat maybe confirm that you are you the brother of Stas or cousin, or I'm assuming it's some sort of family relation?
And Nat's coming out with 67.5 for an opener. That's a strong opener. She's a good bencher.
Yep. I know that she want to have north of 70, and it's been looking that way in training also.
She trains in the morning, so I never see her, but her benching looks on point this prep. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Picture perfect opener. So she's going to be confident going into her second attempt. She will definitely get north of 70 in my opinion.
Here is then Bex with 70. So Bex have constantly been improving her bench. I know actually the block before the last one, she was really hammering it home, and now the last couple of weeks, it's not always all lift goes picture perfect, so she's been having a little bit of a flattening trend. I won't call it downward, so 70 will be no problem.
Well, she's got some good nerves coming into this, and you can use nerves for a lot of good on the platform as well.
70 will go, and then I would assume 75 will go. And then we'll see after that.
70 kilos on the bar for Nat. For Beck, sorry.
That look good.
Nice,
so I'm hoping for a 5 kilo increasement there. With the girls, it's always that annoying kind of, what are you gonna elevate with? Is it 2.5 or 5? Because remember that especially if you're like a 50-55 kilo bencher, all of a sudden 2.5 is quite a bit of
exactly.
And 5 is 10% to load.
Big amount, exactly.
So I'm banking on a 75 there.
Even for the men, like taking big jumps on bench press normally isn't something that people are comfortable with.
Yeah, you see that sometimes within the first and the second.
Yeah.
But with a big jump, we're talking like maybe 7.5, 10.
Exactly.
Not often more.
It's not the kind of jumps you'll see on squat or deadlift at all.
So here comes Ange on 72.5. I spoke to her in the pause here, and she was very happy with her squat.
Here comes Angelica. Nice and easy for her.
I'm hoping she'll get the opportunity to go for 80 today.
Well, the way that first attempt moved.
I think 80 will suit her.
Absolutely. A comfortable first attempt for Angelica.
Yes. So I see here, if we track backwards, that Bex did exactly what we're hoping for, a 75. Nat stepping up to 72.5, which I think is the right call. And 'cause I know that she want to have 75. And then we have Lena coming in here at 75 kilos, which is a pretty chunky opener for any girl, but especially a girl weighing just close to 60 kilos.
Very impressive, a chunky opener to begin with. 75 kilos, that is strong. And like a hot knife through butter.
And I don't want to downplay bench because I love bench, everyone knows that, but I'm really excited to see these deadlift pulls.
Oh,
both
absolutely.
On them, both on the men and the girls side. It's going to be absolute crazy.
Deadlift is my favorite lift, and it's the lift that everybody gets the most hyped for.
It is.
So I cannot wait to see the room get absolutely into pandemonium state.
Yeah, even if you, I mean, I'm not a deadlift specialist in any way.
I'm a nothing specialist.
But
I'm just bad at every lift.
As in competing, it's the most intense one. Here comes Astrid then with 75. This is actually a pretty important lift for her.
Once again, a very impressive opener for Astrid.
So if she can execute this nicely, which, whoops, she did. 75. So that was very, very
That
nice.
moved with ease. 3 white lights, squeaky clean.
Now we have Sophia then with 77. $77.5. I spoke to Sophia also in the break here, and she was, if I put it mildly, a little bit annoyed that she missed the 152.5.
I mean, she is Miss Intensity.
So she wanted to go for it. Had 50 or 52, and she said, "Coach, I got it." And she gave it her absolute best. Here comes 77.5.
Picture perfect for Sophia.
Yeah, that's good. So the plan for her there, I know because I wrote it, is 82.5.
82.5, that should be comfortable for her. She moved that with authority.
Yeah.
Moving on to Jennifer.
And
and here comes Jennifer.
This is going to be a bench that moves
80
fast.
kilos on the bar for an opener. That is a meaty first attempt. Forget your sirloin steaks, you just need this bench. And launches it. Comfortably.
Beautiful way to finish round 1. We're going into round 2.
That's going to be...
It's Mitra at 57.5 kilos.
To the Sheikh Abdullah that's standing there. You can sit here, him and his guy. And let him stay there.
And Smitha back on
57.5
for her second attempt.
Bar is loaded for Smita.
Here she comes. Her first attempt moved well. Sets up nicely. Maintains tightness, and she fights,
Yeah.
And she squeezes that one out, what a scrap.
Yeah, so now she is in that position, you know, we talked about the 2.5s.
She's 3 red lights, and I'm pretty sure that's for downward movement.
Yeah.
I did see that.
So she, I mean, even if she got it, like, there's only one way to go there, it's up to 60, and that will be the way that looked astronomically hard.
Yep, absolutely.
So she, like,
I think she's better off retaking that.
Yeah, no, she needs to retake it for sure.
And goal coming back on. That's 67.5 from what I can see. For her second attempt. Now she excels in the deadlift mainly. Bench is not her best lift, but she moves that with authority.
She's still, she has improved in bench.
She's come a long way.
I remember like a few years ago when she started, like it was really not up to par, but now it's, I mean, she's closing in on.
She's definitely making huge strides.
Yes, so that is good to see.
And here comes Nat, that's 72.5 kilos on the bar. She wanted over 70 in this comp.
Yeah, she, I know she wants 75. Because last power meet she went for the record 75.5, just barely missed it. So this is her 72.5.
Picture perfect from Nat. Presses that with authority, 72.5. 75 should be a comfortable third attempt for her. But it's a no lift.
For what?
That's surprising.
So from the sides. So it must have been, pardon my French, the butt slash the little bum lifting. Must be because it was both the side referees.
Yeah.
So I would foresee. I'm to be honest, I'm hoping that Nats just don't give a shit and goes for 75. That will be.
Yeah, I
since
think
she's not really in contention for the podium, and that was a pretty. It was an easy lift to be completely
it moved
honest.
very well.
Yeah.
So I think she should just take the Campbell and go to 75 and just tick it off.
No, they said the foot moved. Okay.
So yeah.
So Bex 75. Yep.
Bex presses that well.
And this was important for the total. Remember, she weighed only 55 and some change. So 75 was, I think, the kind of like the low ceiling that she wanted. She wanted to have that as base, and I'm banking on a 77.5.
Very strong in relation to her body weight.
And Dan wasn't. Oh, sorry, Darren wasn't here when you introduced yourself. So you might doing that again.
Well, for anyone who has joined newly, I am Farhan. I'm Patrick's co-commentator. I'm a lifter myself at Desert Barbell, permanently injured continuously. So I'm here on commentary now.
Perma injured, yeah.
Perma injured.
Yeah.
Since I suck at lifting, now I get to do this.
Yep. You can hear that he has nothing wrong with his jaw muscles. So that is all good.
I'm really good at jaw training. I do that when I come in here.
And here comes Angelica then, 77.5. And you're part of the evening crew mostly, right?
Evening crew mostly. I know your morning crew, Pat.
Yep.
77.5.
I think Ange got this and more.
This is an impressive bench.
Up.
Very nice.
Good. So let's give her that run of 80. Because, I mean, there's nowhere else to go, I think, from that. So I give her a decent chance on 80, actually. Right. Just if you can have if she has patience enough now.
I think it will be a fight, but I think she's got it. I think she's got 80, and that's a very big milestone.
Yeah, that's good.
Big milestone
150,
for her.
I know, was like an emotional lift for her, and 80 will, of course, also be emotional. There are like few little milestones to pass, and I think 80 as a female lifter is one of them. There's very few benchers on the female side that come up on 100 and above, so that's usually 80 is a round little target to focus on. Which, by the way, Lynn just did there. She missed the rack command, but to be honest, let's see what the referees did, because she got the rack command.
That is a good lift.
She should have that. She should have that because she didn't. They gave her the rack command. She just placed the bar in.
Yep.
And it just happened so to be that it fell out of the J-hook. So there was actually nothing wrong with that lift.
I mean, that was a hairy death experience. I'm glad she got two white lights from that.
So here comes Astrid then. And now it's collection time in terms of weights. So 82.5 for Astrid.
All right, apparently that was a no lift.
That was a no lift. It's been rescinded.
It's actually up for debate in the rule book, to be completely honest, because you got the rack command.
Yep.
And so if I were her coach, I would go and
that deserves an appeal.
Try to appeal on the jury, but they choose not to, which is also fair.
Here comes
82.5.
Astrid, 82.5. That's a very big bench. She's going to try send this to Saturn.
So let's see where it ends.
Picture perfect setup. Maintains tightness, fights and gets it up. I don't think there's any problem with that.
That was looked all right. Let's see what the reps
3
say.
white lights,
Yeah.
squeaky clean.
Sophia at the same weight.
Call her
Sophia is
Mrs.
doing
Sheen.
the same thing. 82.5.
Bar is loaded for you, Sophia. Come on now.
Bringing the heat from Kuwait, Sophia. 82.5 kilos.
82.5.
Again, another very, very impressive bench.
Bring the noise.
Maintains tightness. And with a little bit of turbulence, but
yeah,
that's no
good.
problem.
So we're in, hopefully she gets that. So we're in this position now with Sophia, as you obviously see.
3 white lights.
That's 82.5. I was banking on that 82.5 will go. And then it's 50-50 on the 85 because that's the
Go on to the last lifter of round 2, which is Jennifer at 85 kilos.
so we're in that position now with Sophia that I knew that she will squeeze out 82.5.
Yep.
And then we have to go 85, which obviously is going to be incredibly heavy.
It's going to be a scrap.
It's going to be a scrap. But that was kind of like the only feasible way to do.
And here we go, Jennifer, 85 kilos on the bar.
Yes.
Sends that to the
yep.
moon and back.
And I can tell you that Jennifer, with her benching, really elevates her game.
Absolutely, and she's probably going to go for 87.5 or 90.
So that's the 270 total for her.
Big subtotal.
Brings her up to 47 points.
Jennifer, that was a good lift. We're moving into round number 3. This is the final round.
Oh, it's so tight. I'm just crunching some numbers here. It's like astronomically tight.
Smita's going to scrap again with 57.5. It was a no lift last time. There's been a downward movement, so she's just going to have to power through this and not stop pushing.
Oh, mashallah, it's so tight.
Here we go. Maintains tightness. Oh, that looks a lot better than before. I don't think there was any downward movement with that.
Should be.
That should be 3 white lights.
Yes, and it was.
And it is.
I think that she should be pretty pleased with that. I know that she wanted 60. That's the number she's been eyeing.
That's annoying, but there's some redemption there.
And I will now raise an official finger for Jen, because she, with that bench, she is now in kind of. She's in 3rd place, equaled with Ange. Like, it's incredible.
Wow.
So Ange has 47.441 points. Jen has 47.44. Rounded up 1 point.
We're going
so
into the decimal
three
places.
decimals. Back to 3 decimals. They're actually.
This is how tight this competition is. We're going to literal decimal places.
And Ange is then on the 4th decimal ahead of Jen. And in top we have Bex, and then just after the girls Ange and Jen we have Astrid, knowing that she has a humongous deadlift in her. So
I've seen that deadlift and my jaw drop to the floor.
Yeah, this is top level stuff here.
Absolutely, and here comes goal.
In terms of competition, here comes Gulshan, yep, and she's going to scrap that up.
And absolutely
guarantee.
no problems. Powered through that. She's going to be pleased with that. Her bench has come a long way.
She continues to rack up good lifts. So she's 6 for 6 so far.
All right, we move moving on with Nat.
And here comes Nat.
Some noise for Nat.
She's going for 75.
75
Yeah, no, this was the
kilos.
right call. I mean, 72.5 got declined because she apparently moved her feet or feet.
And it moved very well, so
No,
I think this will move.
This was the right call.
Absolutely.
She was here for 75. That's kind of like her position in the comp because she is not, doesn't have anything to do with the top fight. So
Absolutely. She's put in the work for this.
Yep.
She wanted this last competition. She's looking for redemption here.
No, she good chance on this. Come on.
Nat fights.
Yes,
Nat fights.
yes.
And she gets that up.
Okay, I'm gonna hold myself from swearing, but that was really good. Come on. give it,
Fantastic
yes.
bench press from Nat.
75, and that was a
Gleaming
very
smile.
good display of patience right there.
Gleaming smile on her
If you
face.
get like a little bit in your head and starting to doubt yourself on the like on the way up there, you get screwed. But
Absolutely.
no, she just stuck with it.
Come on now, girl.
Puts her on 44
And Bex here
points
with
after this.
77.5.
This is an important lift for her to kind of like extend her lead and just collect points.
It's very tight for these podium positions.
I think she'll get this because this is what she wanted. Yep.
And powers through with ease.
That's-
She'll be happy with that.
Yeah, and as we all know, a lot of good lifts are what's getting you the best total. So she stands at 140 and then 77.5, which I think was like exactly what she wanted at this point. So that's 6 out of 6, 3 for 3 benches, and then she walks on from there.
Angelica's coming in for 80 kilos.
Angelica with a big
Yeah,
80
no,
kilo
I think
bench milestone.
she has a really good chance of hitting this.
I think she's got it. March onto the platform with a purpose. A power meet veteran. Getting onto the bar for a big, big bench milestone.
Let's go.
She's put on a showcase so far this evening.
80 kilos. Let's go. Stay patient, same as Nat. Come on. Yes.
And she
Yep.
fights in with
Look
no
at that.
problems.
And that will put her in serious contention for the
Very impressive.
top.
Fantastic from Angelica.
Very good.
Fantastic.
That's really, really cool. So that will put her in. I'll put her in, crank her up. Oof. It is
Sophia, big 85 kilos on the bar for this bench press.
lean is lean first, 85. Yeah, and then we have Sophia. Lean
So
first.
first.
Remember, she ditched it out of the racks the last time on 80. She just didn't care about that. She went 85. She is a good bencher.
That's a lot of range of motion.
Huh?
And powers through
Oh,
it.
that should be fine. I didn't see anything to complain about.
Lynn
Let's see
with
what the ref
redemption
says.
there.
Yes, 2-1.
Perfect.
That is a good lift. And that will put her on 210. And here we have actually 3 girls on 85. Astrid being the second one here now.
Astrid also with 85 kilos.
And just looking through the points here, like it's unbelievably tight. We'll get back to that. It really is. 85 for Astrid. This is an important lift for her. She doesn't.
Oh, she's stuck there, but she powers through.
She's through. She's through.
I didn't see any downward movement there.
Well, that should be fine.
2
2-1.
white
I
lights.
didn't really see what that could be a problem for. So she steps away with
gives
a
a chef's kiss
subtotal of
afterwards.
The same weight, 85.
250. That was very important for her.
Bars loaded for you.
So So this now, if I call it a 50-50 lift, I'm probably overselling it, but I'm hoping she get like the hit of a lifetime here now. 85, 82.5 was.
I really hope so too.
Was what we kind of like I was banking on. That
Coming with trademark intensity.
Yeah, kind of like banking on she get that. So I wanted to give her an extra chance on 85. Let's go.
She's gonna have to fight for this. It's a big increase.
Yeah.
And she's really powering through. She's really powering through. What a fantastic fight from Sophia.
Ali, come on.
Sweating on the lights, and it's two reds.
Why?
That is
Side
so
reps.
disappointing.
All right, final lifter of
90 kilos.
90 kilos for Jennifer.
That is the biggest bench of this evening so far from the women. 90 kilos on the bar for Jennifer. And with the way that second attempt moved, this is going to go like butter.
Pretty sure.
Oh, she's had more in the tank.
No, that's more to be expected.
What a lift.
It's not sane, but it's to be expected.
With authority.
So that puts her at 275.
She had far more in the tank by the looks of it. And that's always good.
Yeah.
If you've got more in the tank, it's better than going out there and failing an attempt.
This is just so intense.
It's an absolute battle of the champions for this podium positions.
So Bex is in the lead, 52. We have then we have Ange and we have Jen and we have Astrid in a dogfight for the podium. This is gonna be very, very tight. But we start, guys. Then
the guys have started, and
here
we're starting
comes
with the Beast of Beirut.
Musa 120. And in terms of the total lifts, this is where Musa takes a little bit of a hit. He's not.
He's faced some injuries with his shoulder and pec. He's had to limit bench this year.
Yeah. So 120 moved well. So it's literally damage control for him in the bench as at this point. So I don't know. I don't see him bench during the evenings, but I would think that anything just above. Like
He's only been able to bench. He's only been able to bench very recently again.
Yeah.
I mean, even in the lead up to Worlds, he was going months with no benching.
So I'm thinking if we can snitch 120 out or something like that, it'll be 130 something. We'll be pretty happy, but I don't know.
And for some reason, that is two red lights.
I would assume that it was hip lifts. We're sitting a little bit awkward angle because you also heard that Sophia's lift that she scrapped up was apparently turned down because her hips lifted from the bench.
That's a
and
damn shame.
We can't see that from this angle, to be completely honest. So we only see that the hips move a little bit. We don't see the darn angle that the side referees have there, because they have the best view in the house for looking at asses.
Absolutely.
If I put it that way. They are.
They ain't got the cheap seats.
That's the main reason they're there. And if two of them see it, it's probably is.
Tarek with a strong opener of 130 kilos.
That looked good.
Moving just like his squat attempts.
Yep.
I think he's going to be having more in the tank for bench.
Tarek, as you say, he looks at his absolute strongest now. So
absolutely. In training, I have never seen a Tarek this focused. I've never seen a Tarek this strong. His training has been going very well, and it's paying off tonight.
And I know also I don't know if you know when, but he changed coaches to David Wilson a couple of months back.
Yep, he did. It was a few months back. I think it was over the summer.
Yeah. I remember he changed that. And I mean, sometimes that changing of coach, and that doesn't mean that the coach you have previous or whatever is any worse of a coach.
I think he was with Chance Mitchell before.
Switching it up a little bit can make a little bit of difference. Mustafa Salabi with 152.5. And
very easy over
Salabi is a very all-round lifter. He has a good squat.
Yep.
He has a very decent bench, and he has a good deadlift. Not
absolutely
like great or anything, but like a solid deadlift. The unfortunate bit for him is up against Stas, which has a fantastic squat for his weight. He has absolutely astronomically good bench usually. And then where Stanislav can take a little bit of a hit is on the deadlift. So this is going to come down to how much Stanislav can extend his lead, because he needs lead.
Yep.
Going into the deadlift.
He's going to need to put some numbers on the bench here to get ahead.
Yeah. Here comes Aquaman.
The Lebanese Leviathan.
Yeah, he's waving the lift-off away as he calmly approached the bench. Luckily, he has 45 seconds to start the lift from now.
Vikings are meant to be from your part of the world, but it looks like we've got one from Lebanon.
But they traveled far. I actually saw a documentary about them yesterday. They traveled in their small boats with sails very, very far.
It looks like one stayed behind in Lebanon.
Yeah, they left him. Oh, his granddad, dad.
160 on the bar. That's a big bench to start with for Jad.
Yeah, wasn't the easiest of starts, to be completely honest, but he rarely moves the bar fast anyway, so
Jad is not an explosive lifter.
He'd probably take a 5 jump from there, but let's see. Here comes, then after him should be Imran. Yes, so Imran Furat start his campaign at 165.
King Folat, the return of the king, 165 kilos on the bar for his first attempt. It's the king versus the pharaoh. King Folat versus the pharaoh Mustafa. And in training, Hamad does hand out Imran a lot, so it's going to be a familiar handout for Imran. Iron Folat, Iron Imran. Easy 165.
Let's see where they go. 72, I'd say. But let's see.
With how easily that moved, he can take a jump.
Imran is also being very much an all-round lifter. He has a very good squat. He has a very competent bench, and he has a very competent deadlift without sticking out anywhere in particular.
Absolutely.
But he's up against these incredibly gifted deadlifters, being Tarek, Mustafa Hassam, and Musa. So they're gonna try to go for it as much as possible. And speaking of good lifters,
this is one of his lifts.
Hassam then, Mustafa.
Mustafa, the pharaoh, he excels on the bench.
This is where he intending to build his case. 182.5.
It's a big number for Mustafa, but again, I've seen him in training and bench has been moving picture perfect.
Let's see what Mustafa can put up here.
And he has been shifting very big tin in training on bench. And gets set up with relative ease. That's a comfortable opener for the pharaoh.
Yeah, let's see. 3 white lights.
There's
hoping he can keep his fire up the whole evening. That's what I'm hoping for, so he doesn't fade out, being that he is in fact quite sick here today.
I think the adrenaline's going to carry him through.
Yeah.
And he's got experience with competitions. He's been in these so many times.
So here comes Stas then. So this is the one. So this, in fact, the lightest guy in the whole flight is taking the highest opener.
That is mighty impressive.
A 182.5, or in fact the same weight as Mustafa, but he weighs 20 kilos lower.
This is an opener.
So let's see. Stanislav is an incredibly technical lifter. So if it flies, it flies. And if it doesn't fly, it doesn't fly. So let's
we're
see.
about
I'm expecting this to really move well.
about
This
to see
is
the Ukrainian machine get to work.
182.5. Let's go.
Oh, that's flown.
Yep, very good. He's on form today.
The machine is efficient today.
Two.
But it's 2 red lights.
For what?
It could be the
Maybe he
rising.
went. He was very fast on this. I will actually have to see a replay of that, but it looked like he might have gone a little bit fast on the signal, because I saw the head referee gave a red, and if the head referee gives a red, he cannot see the butt. He will generally not see if the feet moves, and he was for sure not like lowering of the bar. So the only feasible reason is that he cheated on the press signal. He took a chance a little bit.
Right.
That's the only.
Well, again, it moved
Option
very
from
quick,
there.
so I think he'll go up from there.
Let's see what they dare to do.
Musa now, that looks to be 125 kilos on the bar.
And he's just damage control, collecting as much as he can. Pennies are also money, and kilos are also kilos. So let's see. Takes his time down.
Fantastic.
So I would expect 30 after that.
Yep. 3 white lights. That's redemption from his first attempt.
Yeah.
Lebanon's forklift.
Yeah, and he has a deadlift on him. That is for sure. So Musa is through then.
And Lebanon's silent Leviathan. Tarek is about to take the platform.
And I just see here on the scoreboard that Stanislav did not let 182 put him down too much. He's elevated at 7.5 kilos.
That's an insane bench.
That is ballsy move.
High risk, high reward.
Tarek here with an 135. It's a kind of a similar outline of his lift as his brother-in-arms Musa. Not being the most impressive of benchers, but a very good squatter and an incredibly good deadlifter. So that leaves him with 400 kilos flat after 2 benches.
That moved very well for Tarek.
Just gonna keep nagging him about his points. So he's up to 51.8 points. So he's actually just now leading over his brother-in-arms Musa. Here comes Salabi then.
Big Mustafa Salabi.
162.5.
That's again another big
That's
big
a 10 key jump.
10 kg increase on a bench is impressive.
Then it's gonna.
And we see why he went with it. That was easy.
Let's hope we can see another 5 maybe.
3 white lights, squeaky clean, no problems.
Let's see what they do. Him and his coach having somewhat of a mini conference here in front of us. They need to confer very fast, because within the minute you have to put in the weight. Here comes
and the resident Viking left over in Lebanon. Here he is, 165 on the bar.
This will bump Jad up to just over 50 points. He's now at 49.1. If we want to talk kilos, it's moving him from 415 to 420. But kilos doesn't matter today, actually. For some people, they actually do, but not in the competition side of things.
Absolutely.
There's no formulas in the jungle. Let's see. He's taking his time. Needs to start his lift within 13 seconds, which he will do now.
Little bit of turbulence. He's going to have to fight, and he does not get it, unfortunately.
Just too heavy. I think we might see a similar. Might have a chance on that. It wasn't. It moved, but it just stalled at the wrong position, kind of.
It was a fantastic fight, but again, the sticking point just too much.
Imran. This is also a very. I mean, it sounds like we're a parrot here, but everything is important. But this is honestly a very important lift for the total. This will bring him up to 457.5.
172.5 for Imran. Iron Imran Falat. This is a huge bench press. But again, this, I've seen him lift more than this. This should move comfortable.
Let's see.
Easy does it. I can't believe it's not butter. That's how smooth it was.
He's on 56 points or 56.6. I'm better sure I'm gonna mention those decimals because they're gonna come into play in more than one place. Here comes Mustafa Hassan then, trying for 187, and as we said, very impressively enough, even though Mustafa is a very good bencher, he doesn't have the heaviest bench. Actually, the lightest guy in the whole flight will have the highest bench after this, being Stas.
The intensity from Mustafa.
Let's go now.
The Pharaoh marching all over this platform. If you know him, you know what song was playing on those headphones before he got on that platform.
187.5. This is. I think he'll get this, and I think he'll aim just a little bit higher.
I've seen him lift this in training. This should be no problem for him. Again, you did mention that he's sick, but again, the adrenaline is through his veins.
I don't think that matters now. It matters tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Come on. No. Unfortunately,
and I think, is that an injury?
On his left side there.
He seems hurt.
Yeah, he is hurt on the left side there. Luckily, we have the medical personnel here.
I really hope this is not a serious injury. I've watched this guy in training. He's put in so much work.
We have medical personnel immediately there. Just by glancing across the audience, I see we have actually multiple medical personnel in the audience.
He looks to be in pain here. I'm not sure he'll be able to continue with this competition.
No, I'll be very surprised if he...
And that's a damn shame.
So we have both our medic and we also have our doctor of physio in Cairo, Matt, coming on board.
I hope that's not to do with the shoulder. I mean, I've suffered shoulder dislocations myself, and it is mighty painful.
It is.
But I was so looking forward to his deadlift. I mean,
I've been really moving well. He's had
310 last week.
Yeah, let's see. We're not gonna paint the super dark picture here. Let's see how it transpires. Hope we can.
That's the thing. These people, these men, these women, they're carrying big weight. It can be a dangerous sport.
Yeah, fortunately enough, when it comes to actual injuries in lifting, it's we are fairly well protected since we lift alone. In all other sports, football, basketball, whatever you name it, you have other people on your heels, literally. So that is what makes that sport, or those sports, a lot more injury prone. But he's luckily on his feet, so let's see if he can make his way out from. But I'm assuming that this will be the last we see of Mustafa during this comp. We'll see where he looks actually quite pale after this, to be completely honest. So So let's see what.
And I'm hearing that there's definitely no more attempts from.
Yeah, no, he will. But
Anna,
repeat repeat the weight. This is such a small group.
all right,
Stanislav, we just had to do some guidance. It's a 190. So remember now, we're coming out of Stas missing his 182.5, but it was literally because it was too fast, and no pun intended. He was too fast, meaning he was too fast on the press signal. He just took a little bit of a chance, like you see in sprinting on 100 meters, kind of like waiting for that signal. And I would say that he was literally pressing when the referee said press.
It was,
but it gives the indication to the head ref that he was just too early. So if you just have a little bit of patience now, here we get it.
Let's see. The Ukrainian machine getting ready. And powers through.
I want to say, if he gets this, I'm hoping he didn't lift his ass. That was. Let's see. Let's give him the yes. And that was a ballsy Ukrainian move.
Absolutely.
Davai, give me.
Davai.
That was so, because. No. Yeah. Because honestly, as well, that wasn't like the easiest of presses, and also the head referee, to be completely honest, he held him a fraction which has a second longer than the other lifters. Just and of course, Stas had to be really mindful not to screw anything up there. So that was not an easy press, but it was the heaviest press, which is the important bit.
And again, as the lightest lifter in the entire flight.
I think we'll see Stas take a little bit of a chance here again. Here comes anyway Musa trying to collect his weights. 130.
And he gets it through.
Yep.
The beast of Beirut. He'll be happy with that.
No, I think that was kind of like where we expected him to land. Damage control, 130.
And now we'll
get it in.
We'll see why he's Lebanon's resident forklift coming up in the deadlifts.
That is complete correct. So Musa is at 372.5. Here comes Tarek then. Tarek opting for a 140, which will make him up to 405. I'm banking on him to get this, to be completely honest.
I mean, this is Lebanon's Leviathan right here, 140 kilos. I've seen him in training, and he's done so well on bench.
This
should be picture perfect. And a little bit of turbulence.
Shit. I promised too much there. He got it. I mean, if we're going to analyze that bench, he really blasted off the chest and then he lost shoulder position a little bit and what we call leaking power. So he leaked power in that transition to the top part of the lift and just couldn't press it out.
Absolutely.
And that was not due to him being too weak for that weight. He lose tension a little bit. So I will sort that under kind of like execution mistakes. He was clearly strong enough for it. So
the thing is, again, that he is a very technical lifter, so I think it might have been nerves.
And just on the points, then, he leading now Musa with 0.2 points.
Oh my God, we're in the decimals.
Yeah. It's gonna be such a fight.
And Jad is coming again, attempting 165. He's gonna have to fight for this.
Yeah, but it was the right call. I mean, he missed his second, but it wasn't like a bang-on miss that he had no chance. He just has to stay calm, press it through the sticking point, and just apply as much pressure as he can, and he has a decent chance of making it.
Lebanon's last Viking. Here we go, 165.
Come on. Here we go.
And he's going to fight. He's going to fight, and he's stuck, unfortunately.
Just on the same, maybe just a little bit lower than the previous one.
That's
so
a damn shame. But again, nothing to be ashamed of. He's fought on both.
Was the right move to make. I think that for the day, like in hindsight, he maybe had 62.5, but he opened
Yeah.
up on 60, so that was like a small move to make. So
Yeah.
Bar is loaded now for you.
Mustafa Salabi trying to edge on another 5 to his, and I think he has a really good chance of making this. So he will get up to 427.5, and thereby, I think at least, cementing himself as the top favorite for the second place.
And
Let's see.
167.5 here. Here we go.
72 this.
72.5.
That is not going. That is not going. All right. So this opens up himself for being in a fight of a lifetime with Imran for second place. During the preview show that we didn't release yet, and we of course won't release it because we haven't. There's no use doing that after. Both me and Dan, when we were sitting and talking about it, raised the finger for Imran being very, very threatening for that second place.
Yeah.
And yeah, here we are. Imran taking on 177.5.
Here we go.
And this is an incredibly important lift for the total outcome of this tournament. Because if he does this, he has the edge on Mustafa Salabi.
Hard off the chest, come on.
It's the return of the king.
This
Iron Imran Follett.
This is very, very important. Let's go. Come on.
And he fights.
Come on, fight it through. Yes.
And he's pushing through.
Yep.
No downward movement. Absolutely.
You won't believe how important that is. Give him these lights now. Come on, boys. 3 whites. 3 whites. Yes.
An emphatic return for the king.
That was insanely important.
Absolutely.
That was insanely important. Really good, Imran. And
this is going to be so intense.
Okay.
For that top position.
Yeah, because
Now we're going to let this one run for Mustafa.
so yeah, it's crazy.
We're in, honestly, just decimal points.
So, given context now, Imran is trailing Mustafa Salabi with 0.5 points.
My God.
And knowing that Salabi is a decent deadlifter.
Absolutely.
It's not one of these deadlift monsters.
Yeah.
Imran is decent plus deadlifter. Not a monster, but he's a decent deadlifter.
That's the thing. They're just two very well-rounded.
They're very
lifters.
well. So this is this is the fight of the all-rounders.
Yeah.
So that is. By the way, the clock is ticking for Mustafa, which he really made the right call, just letting the clock run out to give the other lifters following him, being of course only Stas, a little bit of extra time.
Once again, it's good sportsmanship though.
Yeah, that is what you'll do if there's 7 people in the flight. If it's 12, 13, 14 lifters or whatever, you will just kind of scrap your last attempt. But not here, not now.
All right.
So, let's rendezvous here. Stas has, as of now, 64 points, which is in point standings quite a significant lead. That is a lead. Then we have Salabi 57.78. Listen to the decimals. After that, we have Imran 57.28.
It's so tight.
And also, I'm gonna get to that later after this lift.
And the Ukrainian machine.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna see Stas making somewhat of an effort of the. By the way, the rack is not set right. I can see it from here. The right side is just higher than the left. So I think we're gonna see him taking a little bit of a risk here. He's not gonna.
It's gonna be high risk.
He's not gonna wait for that. He's gonna go fast down, and he's not gonna wait for the command. He's gonna go when he thinks he's ready.
Yep.
And therefore he'll have a chance.
Davai Stanislav.
Let's go. Let's see here. I hope he'll get it. Come on. Fast down. Yeah. No, that was just a little bit shabby. Just a little bit shabby. Anyway, that was the right call to do.
Yep.
92 and a half.
Still
That's what we do.
finished off strong on that second attempt.
That will do. All right, we have a 10-minute break, folks. Just recap. Stas is in the lead. Relatively comfortable, I must say. We have a dogfight. Grand Deluxe, Salabi and Imran, they're literally on the same point. I'm going to come to the main thing here. Imran will have a higher deadlift than Salabi. So even though he's significantly heavier, he will know what to load on the bar. After that, we have Musa and Tarek being phenomenal deadlifters. They are extraordinary.
Technicians.
But I have a hard time believing that they will have an honest chance of catching 6 points, because Imran and Salabi they're not bad deadlifters.
Absolutely.
So
and
I think
Imran will be dominant in the deadlifts.
Yeah,
It's where he excels.
So Stas is in the lead, and I think with a second lift he'll probably cement the win. Salabi is in a dogfight with Imran. Musa will go big.
Yeah.
He will go big.
I think Musa is safe for third place.
Yeah,
He will
pull a massive
Salabi.
third,
Yeah.
and I'm expecting 340 or above.
Yeah.
Anyway, see you folks in about 8-9 minutes. We will have to go and visit the water closet now, and we'll be back. Are we rocking and rolling, Pete?
Luckily they had the painkillers on hand.
All right, we are back. And we are back for a intense deadlift battle. To give yourself some, we need to focus on one group at a time. So first of all, luckily it seems like Mustafa's injury, the acute assessment is that he had like a subluxation of the left shoulder, and then he kind of like popped back into place. So it doesn't seem, as in the acute reports, as in anything is torn or anything, which is always a good thing. So let's pray for his swift return.
Hopefully.
So that's good. Let's focus on the girls first now, and top fight is Bex, Astrid, Ange, Sophia, Jen. You see, it's half the starting field. And we also have Gulshan lurking in the shadows there also, with a huge pull that we can expect. But if we go from the top, we have Bex with 52.2 points. After that, we have Jen 48.3. We have Ange 47.9. We have Astrid 47.2, and then we have Sophia 45.6. So it's very, very tight. Just gonna punch out Gulshan's also, so we have that, because I think that she's 41, and we also have Lynn actually on 46. So she is in that mix. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lifters in the mix for the top slots, top 3 slots.
It is going to be a fierce contest.
Yeah, this is it.
Especially this is where the biggest 10 of the night gets shifted, typically on the deadlifts. And again, a lot of these women have extremely big deadlifts. I mean, Astrid, Gul, Sophia,
Jen
as well.
Yes, Jen.
125 kilos.
Smitha starting off. $125 kilos.
For her opening attempt, here comes Smitha. The first deadlift of the night. Cranks that up nicely.
Smooth opener right there.
125. That was no problemas.
And coming up next, we've got Nat.
130. We'll get through some of the numbers because it's going to be shifting a lot of them at the end here after the second round. And just a reminder for you guys that the third deadlift can be changed twice, which I am banking on gonna happen. We'll get to that when we reach the third round, but it's going to be very, very interesting to see what's going to happen.
Here comes one of DB's favorites, Nat. 130 for her opening attempt. This should be very comfortable for her.
Our social media manager.
And does a fantastic job.
She does, and here is 130. Does a fantastic job of her first deadlift also.
Easy does it for Nat.
After that comes Bex. Bex opening up with 140. I would expect Bex to end up around in the realms of 60, because this is I don't think she'll need to pull more in order to secure her win, because this competition right here is not about breaking her record in terms of weight. It's breaking her record, and especially the women around her, in terms of points.
Absolutely.
And for that, I think it's going to require... Let's put it this way, I don't think she's going to go higher than just above 60. That's what's going to be needed. Here comes
should be
40.
Comfortable.
That
is moved with authority.
Very well. And that puts her down on her first total of the day. And then she can improve that twice.
That moved absolutely snappily. So again, she's going to have a lot more in the tank. But again, it's points that matter.
Next lift
So she is going to crunch this in. Here comes Lin, which is also kind of like sneaking in the back way in terms of mixing in with the top lifters.
That's a big opener, 155.
So we should not count her out. 155.
Easy does it for her now.
Easy go for my teammate from Reactive Training System, Lin Jin. I think she's trained by Peter, that I met a few times. Really nice guy. Gifted trainer also. And she's cementing her total, which you, after made some squats, made some bench, and made your first deadlift. Then you at least have a total. So you're in the tournament. And her total being 365.
Here we go with Angelica, 162.
This is gonna go
kilos.
just fine. I am banking on it.
That is a big deadlift for Angelica.
I'm hoping that we'll see 175 being loaded today.
Cranks that up nicely.
Ange has that kind of like very good deadlift feature. As the heavier the weights get, the longer the arms get, which is a very nice feature that I personally don't have. And like a lot of lifters don't have it. The next lifter also, by the way, Gulshan, has the same. They have that.
Yeah.
They have that capacity of just elongating their arms when the weights become heavier.
That's the only advantage I've ever had in lifting. I've got long arms.
Oh, there you go. But it's a good one. It is a good one. Gulshan opening her campaign on 65.
This is where she shines.
Yeah.
She comes with big deadlift. Training for her has gone well for this prep. I've seen some crazy numbers posted by her. And that's no problem at all. No surprises there. This is where Gul will look to shine. Deadlifts are her strong suit.
Moving on with Sophia at 167.5.
So speaking of good deadlifters, Sophia just had a PB only a few weeks ago. We did a tune-up meet in France with her because she hasn't competed in a while, or quite a while. So we did a little bit of tune-up meet. She pulled 185.
Wow.
Phenomenally good. Very stylish sumo puller. So I'm hoping that this will move just fine.
Looks to be very good technique here. That's a masterclass.
Yep, that is good. Whoop. The thing had a little bit of wobble at the top there. Let's see if the referees catch that. Come on, be a little bit kind here. Just saying.
Taking their time with that decision.
Unfortunately, I'm hoping that they won't have any big objections. Yeah, unfortunately, it was a little bit of wobble at the top, to be honest. Like tick. I mean, you have it now. 77? Or do we go 80? Do you feel confident going 80? Wait.
Bar is loaded for Jennifer at 100
no risk.
Come on.
And here comes Jennifer. This is
Sorry, I had to
big opener.
consult a little bit. Here comes Jen then with 180.
Nice and easy.
Yeah. So you can see the contrast in styles here. So Sophia obviously had the strength for 67.5. A little bit of speed wobble at the top, kind of, which made that a no lift. In comes Jennifer and just tanks it up.
Absolutely. I mean,
She has no telescope arms either. She just had a strong grip.
Just muscles it up.
Yep.
And that's the thing with sumo. Like, a lot of people like talk down on it, but it's a very technical lift. It's extremely technical.
It's very, very technical.
Like, having done both, and again, I tend to suck at both, but sumo deadlifts are extremely technical. Very hard to master.
190 kilos.
Yeah, it's just everything has to be right. It's if you miss in the bottom position, it's going to be too heavy. You miss at the top, you're going to speed wobble like Sophia did.
Yep. And
Astrid doesn't give a damn about sumo. And she has strong arms, strong legs, strong back, and telescope arms. So here we go.
Long arms.
This will go just fine.
It's going to be picture perfect for Astrid here.
So it's all a matter of if they're where's she gonna go from that. So that puts her in. She actually got a red light. I don't know for what. I would assume, knowing.
Could have been lockout.
Could have been the lockout. That's the only sensible thing. So let's see. So she's at 440. So it's it's tightening up in the top, if I put it that way.
We expected that. We expected a clawing fight for these podium positions.
Yeah.
Bar is loaded right now for you, Smita. Let's go. Round 2 starts. Oh, it's not loaded. Let's redo that. And now it's loaded. Come on.
Here comes Smitha for her second attempt.
Smitha looking at 132.5.
Looks a little nervous, just
bring
adjusting
her up to 292.5. In today's competition, that will give her 74 points.
Come on, girl.
Big windmill of the arms.
Here we go. Yeah.
Very nice.
I see no reason to resist or to not give her that lift.
Yep, it's a very strong lockout too.
All right.
I'm hoping that is 3 white lights.
We're just waiting for the spin here. And it's a good lift.
Yeah, good lift.
3 white
74
lights,
points.
Nat.
Nat is going 140. That's a 10 kilo straight increasement for her.
And she's pulled 140, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of times now.
Yeah, this. I'm thinking this will not be.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem for her.
Bar is loaded for you, Nat. Let's go.
She's moved this with authority and training. But she's really psyched up here.
You love this, Nat. Come on.
She's in a battle with Smitha because they're very much in. If she pulls this, they're separated by 0.8 points, which is a fly on the bar.
And
look
that
confident,
was pulled
look
with
good.
authority. Good work from that.
Right. And that is a hot second attempt right
And again, this competition is just getting so tight. Pat's just said like it's below like
so
1
tight.
point. We're in the decimals here.
there. All right, we got a good lift.
And I think I just heard she's going for 147.5. That's
Yeah,
a
that
huge,
seems correct.
huge deadlift for that.
Next up we have Bexton, and this is very important. This is a 15 kg jump. I think this will be where she builds her subtotal, builds her total. Sorry,
And pull that with
15
no problem.
kilos up.
15 kilo jump.
So now it's a it's a game of wait and see. She will put in. I'm expecting around 62, maybe something like that. She'll leave the calculations to Dan.
Yep. Just gave her whatever and walked off.
Yeah. Now she now it's just needs to pull what she needs to pull.
It's a lot of confidence, and deservedly so, with how that moved.
Here comes Line. And with this 165, she'll really throw her hat in the ring for.
Lynn really muscles that up. Nice, strong lockout there. It's a fantastic lift.
She's in the mix
3
for
white
that.
lights.
It's going to be a battle for the
All right, so that was a good
third
lift.
and fourth, like second, third, and fourth. They're going to be a battle all over the place here. I'm
Well,
just
she's
saying.
put herself back in the game with
Yeah.
that lift.
I want to say that the top battle will probably be is left to Astrid and Bex.
Yep.
But the
But here comes Angelica.
and she's going 67.5.
Again, another big deadlift.
And she will have to have this in order to pass Lin.
Her opener moved pretty well, so I'm assuming that she
No,
has
and
this.
you will see the arms get longer now. I
Literally.
swear they get longer.
Oh, that's picture perfect, but struggles through that.
So she had a little bit of a wobble. I would say that in my book that was a good lift because there wasn't any downward
Yep.
movements, but sometimes the referees get a little bit anxious.
they just
and they did. I would go to the jury with that because I don't think it was I want to see a replay, but I don't think it was a clear down movement whatsoever.
I really didn't see any downward movement either.
It was a wobble, yes. Was it a downward movement? I don't think so, but anyway.
I looked at both sides. From my angle, I did not see a downward movement, so it's worth an appeal.
So two refs thought it was a no lift, one ref thought it was a good lift, and that's where we are. All right, 180 for Sophia, and this is an important lift for both her and me.
She's avoid that speed wobble at the top, but the last attempt moved
come
very
on,
well.
Just stay consistent now in the box. Here we go. Ali, let's go.
Just bringing a lot of intensity.
Stay in the pocket now, Sophia.
Easy.
Yes.
Does it for Sophia.
Nice. All right, she's in.
I don't think there's any problems with that lock.
And that was also, ladies and gentlemen, that was, come on, give it. Yes, that was a total PB for Sophia.
Fantastic.
And I know she wanted to do 90.
That's what we love to hear.
Let's put in 90, see what we have to do. Good.
She's definitely happy with that. She's got a big smile on her face after 180.
Yeah, she's somewhat enjoying this.
And Gol is stepping on the platform, one of the big deadlifters this evening.
Gulshan, 182.5.
Huge deadlift. I think she'll go for 190 after this. With authority.
Yeah, come on.
No problems whatsoever.
182.5 was that.
There it is. All right.
Good, Gulshan. Nice.
All right, that was a good lift from you, Gooch. Bar is loaded for Jennifer.
All right.
So here comes
It's Jen with
Jen. 195.
Big deadlift. Rips that up. Nice and smooth, no problems whatsoever. It's a huge deadlift.
Puts her in 82.58.
Next lift is Jennifer.
Mashallah, it's so much stuff going on.
If you heard that, 202.5 kilos for Astrid. I mean, we've been all across the solar system with Astrid. This is going to go to Pluto. Actually, Saturn first.
Yeah, this is going to be intense. 202.5. That is 12.5 kilos up. She's at 85.
Here we go. Astrid's going to take us to Saturn with this. 202.5 kilos on the bar. Sets the hips well, locks it out nicely.
Well, let's see. That looked good, but she's looking at her grip, and yeah. What I was fearing that the lockout there wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
It looked like she didn't fully trust her grip, to be completely honest.
It did look like one side was a little soft.
Oh my God, we're going into the last round, and it's it's so tight. Bex is honestly walking away with it. She has 89 points.
Yeah.
She will. What did she put in? She put in. I'm hoping around. Where were we? There. She putting in 62.5. I mean, she can do pretty much whatever she wants now. That will give her 91.3. She will not have to do that much, but it's.
So going to be a dominant victory in convincing fashion for Bex.
Yep.
You got 25 seconds.
140.
For the third
And here comes Smitha. 140.
Yep.
And she's going to crank that up. She's stuck though. Oh.
That was just not enough today.
Unfortunate, but a great fight.
Yeah, that was what it was. Okay, we just hear that Astrid's lift was overturned.
So it's a good lift.
That was a good lift.
Fantastic.
Putting her at 452. 452.5. 85 points.
All right, moving on into Nat.
Mashallah.
7.5 kilos.
And Nat is about to go for 147.5 as you just heard. The room is about to become unglued. 147.5. She should pull this comfortably. She has pulled in this range before, and her last attempt was very comfortable. Come on, Nat. Oh, really cranks that up. Let's see if she had that.
Yes.
All right, let's see.
And she gets it. Glory for that. But has it been overturned? Bex is next. And again, it's going to be a dominant, convincing victory for Bex.
Well, let's see. Bex, 162.
162.5, and again, it's going to be a very convincing victory for her. And the intensity has come unglued. Bex marching up to the bar. And absolutely cranks it. Here we go.
Yes.
And she locks it with authority. Smile on the face.
162.5.
What a lift.
Come on.
Fantastic performance from Bex. It's been picture perfect. It's been a fairy tale ending.
Very good. That was extraordinary. So that is that will be the winner of this tournament. That is as of now
deservedly
untouchable. That will require something wild, and we can see wild things, but not that wild thing. So that was it.
170 kilos for Angelica.
380.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, team, let's make some
Angelica coming out with 170 kilos on the
I'm going to
bar.
be pretty freaking honest. I think she gets this, and I think she had more.
Yep.
Because now she's actually a little bit angry. So I think she has this, and we're looking back into it and said she had another 5.
Raging bull, and she gets it.
That was just a brush of the shoulder.
Absolutely. That was comfortable for Angelica. 3 white lights. What a performance. Angelica walks out with another very, very good ending. Fantastic.
82 points.
All right, moving on into Lynn. Bar is loaded for Lynn.
I think that
We've got 5 more lifters.
I think that not all of these coaches are fully aware of where they're actually putting their attempts.
Yep.
Because if Lina had another 2.5 on this attempt, she would be second.
And she pulled that with authority.
So that's, yeah, she had 2.5 more. So I don't foresee them.
All right, so
that's the thing. It's a points game today, not a kilos game.
Yeah.
Sophia's coming up next with 109
But nevertheless, that was a
kilos.
great lift from Lynn.
Final woman from Kuwait.
And I can see your client Sophia is absolutely steaming.
Yeah, she is She's hot.
She's getting in the zone.
Yeah.
And it's about to
she
unleash.
All right, bar is loaded.
Come on, Sophia. Here we go. Big energy in the room. Getting psyched.
Come on, girl, everything.
She's about to give everything she's got. Looks up to the heavens. Is where she's going to try and send this.
Did acid change also?
Sets the hips.
All right.
And cranks it up, and it's
it's not gonna go.
Unfortunately not. What a fight, though. What a fight from Sophia.
What a fight.
Everything. That's what you should do, girl.
I know, but I don't expect.
You left everything there.
For beating
Well
on
done.
that.
That was hard. That was hard.
Oh my goodness, goal has loaded 195.
That was so good.
All right, drama is real here tonight.
This is where goal shines.
Gold shot is on at 195.
Remember, she missed her last one. Look at her misses. It's like we bank, I don't think
Bar is loaded.
what she has now.
And goal
195. Sorry, I had to convert. There's so much stuff going on here. Like, it's really mind blowing. All right, let's go. 195.
This is going to be monstrous from goal.
Hi, she's got it. She's got
Absolutely
it.
rips it off the floor. 195 kilos.
I said, let's go 200.
Oh my
And she
Lord.
said, not today, Pat. So, yeah, she would have had it. But 195 is, of course, like, don't take anything from it. She was, that was amazing.
200 for you next time.
She
Yeah.
says 200 for you
Yeah.
next time.
No, that was, it was extraordinary. Good.
I think she played it safe there. She played
Yeah,
it very safe.
and playing itself with a deadlift PB of 195, that is,
Madness. Astrid's coming up next. with
That's a great day for goal.
247.5.
yeah. So 415.
275. We've got two more lifters before we close the night for the girls. Boys, get yourself ready. We're going to start straight away with the boys.
And here comes Astrid.
They changed the weight now. Is it too late? Not too late. Is it too late to change the weight now?
For who?
He just changed the weight for Astrid now.
They haven't called it.
They called weight.
No, they have. It's up to the referees.
No, but he ate the milk to me before they called it.
No. What was the weight? What's the
It's
change
207.5 and they changed it to 210. But they called it right before he said bars loaded.
You have to ask the referees.
All right, so there's been a change of weight here. Right before the judges call, there was a change of weight, so now we have 210 on the bar instead of...
Astrid has changed her attempt there. She's going up to 210.
Drama is real here at the end.
Another jump.
So we've now gone up to 210 kilos.
So 7.5, 86.
210 kilos for Astrid. The bar is ready. Let's go.
I don't exactly know why, to be completely honest.
Big slap on the back there. And she's lit up. 210, if she gets this, that will be mighty impressive.
210.
Deadlifts are her speciality. Is she about to show us a masterclass?
Yep.
Oh, she's got that up. She's going to have to fight. And she's fighting hard. That looks to be okay. That's 3 white lights.
Yep.
Picture perfect from Astrid.
All right. So now Astrid has shown her.
All right, so that was a good lift for Astrid. We got 215 kilos for Jen. 215 kilos for Jen.
And
this is the final lift of the night. I want everybody to be involved in this one. Come on, guys.
Final deadlift for the women. You just heard it. 215 kilos for Jen. That is a monstrous amount of weight.
Did that change anything for it?
No. That was.
Jen is cranking up like a raging bull. Eyes on the prize, eyes on the red.
Work this thing now. Make it hard.
She actually just needed two 12 and a half.
And after a brief interruption,
It's a huge weight now,
the bar's loaded. Here comes Jen. Eyes on the prize.
This is for second place.
This is going to be huge. And she's
That
no.
was just out of it. Anyway,
But a great
now we know
fight.
where the limit is for Jen. Before this, we actually didn't know, to be completely honest.
And she's going to come back next.
Hola,
competition,
hola, hola.
blown out the water.
So, recap. So, Beck won 91. We had Astrid second, and she did. Just gonna crunch the numbers. 460, yeah, 86. And sneaking in on a third place was Lynn.
Wow. The
And I
drama
can
right
tell
to the
you,
end.
I can tell you that no one saw that coming, and I think that if they knew how to play the game, I think that Lynn could have actually come second.
Absolutely. I mean, she had
Anyway,
more
yeah,
on her
man.
turn.
But here it comes. Here we are gonna have Stas cementing his total, and I see it pulling sumo. He's actually pulled sumo before, went back to conventional, now sumo again. And I think this is to protect his back a little bit. This is 245. Talking fast here, but this is to secure his total.
Easy does it for Stanislav.
So that was 245 for Stas to cement his total. Just take. You're right. I added last. All right. Here comes the drama. So much stuff going on now. This is incredibly tight. So Stanislav has locked in his total 705, so he drew first blood, and he's got 98 points. Here comes young boy Salabi, 255.
Again, it's going to be a
255.
battle between him and Imran.
Imran.
Easy does it for
Easy does
Salabi.
it. Salabi.
And coming up next, Iron Imran Folat.
Imran Folat is next, coming
The
up
king.
270 kilos.
255.
270 kilos.
It's going to be really tight between him and Mustafa Salabi.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be head to head. It's going to be a ruthless battle.
Bar is loaded for Imran.
And funny enough, they pull after each other also. Because we have some decent pullers coming after this. Or decent. By decent, I am ironic. Borderline sarcastic. They're amazing.
Let's go.
Iron Folat, Iron Imran. Here we go. Oh my God. If you blinked, you missed it.
That is hot.
It seemed like he just touched the bar and it just started flying up.
Right, for what?
So that was
That
a
was-
good Imran.
What?
Moving on to Jan, 285 kilos.
That
You
was
got a
weird.
red light for that.
I don't know. He was unfair to the bar, maybe. Yes.
Yeah, that constituted as barbell abuse, to be honest.
That was
Jan is in for
so 732 and a half for Imran. And he is, as of now, just trailing Salabi a little bit, but then here comes second and third lift. Jad doing his best in order to try to fight.
And Lebanon's Viking has arrived.
Yep.
This is a big big opener.
285.
And that's just as an opener. The deadlift is where Jad excels. As shown.
Yep.
285, I think he may have 300 today.
So we've got Mustafa coming up next. That was a good lift there. Mustafa 287.5.
Here comes Hazem, or he will not come.
He will
but
not
he's,
be, I don't think.
All right. Bars loaded for you, Mustafa.
And Mustafa, once again, he's just put his attempt, but he's just done this to give everyone a little bit more time.
Yep.
Again, good sportsmanship. Wishing Mustafa a speedy recovery.
Yep. He'll be back.
Oh, he will. The deadlift on. And it seems like Tarek is waiting in the wings.
Yep. Mashallah, we have Tarek and Musa opening up on 300.
Opening on 300, ladies and gentlemen. That's how high the standard is.
It is high.
And again, Musa is pretty much like a deadlift specialist. I'm expecting huge numbers from him coming up, but Tarek here is going to put on a masterclass.
All right, we've got two lifters coming up with 300 kilo openers. So let's give some love and some magic to these boys.
Come on.
Again, these Lebanese guys are built
300.
different.
All right, bars loaded for you.
The
Tarek.
big 300 on the bar to start with for Tarek. All intensity is going to march onto this platform with a purpose.
I really hope that Tarek now ties it together with 3 good deadlifts, and then he'll have. So he's reaching the old 700 with this lift.
Wow, 700 total secured with his opener.
That is a nice little milestone for.
Oh, and he gets it with authority.
I think that looked pretty easy.
Blink and you miss it. I mean,
that was.
Are you sure that wasn't an empty bar?
That was annoyingly easy.
That moved like an empty bar, like a warm-up. Freakishly strong.
I don't like that. That was very impressive.
Very,
very impressive.
And Musa, Lebanon's resident forklift. 300 kilos again as an opener. This is where Musa shines.
Yeah. And by the way, just mentioned before this, so Jad actually also opened up and reached 700. So we're going to have a lot of people over 700 here. Now.
Very
here comes Musa then.
Musa just absolutely again.
I looked down in my computer, looked up, and he was standing there.
It's insane how strong he is as a deadlifter. 300 kilos.
I actually completely missed that lift, but I just saw him standing up and the bar whipping after.
Blink it. Honestly, with Musa, it's just blink and you miss it.
Yeah. All right.
Same with Tarek. You know, I think I need a Lebanese passport. All these Lebanese guys just built so strong.
What is your passport? I don't even know.
I have a British one, but you know, these Lebanese passports, I mean, I might add some kilos to my total.
But bear in mind, Stanislav has the Ukrainian passport, and they're like even stronger.
That's true, that's true. Yeah, hey, you know what? I think I'll apply to both. See what I get.
See what comes out. UK have some really strong lifters now also.
That's true.
So yeah.
I'm gonna blame my failing powerlifting career on Brexit.
Yeah, and I mean that's
There we
pretty
go.
fair.
Yeah, that's a.
So let's see now. Stas comes in for his second lift, and with this, that is 55. He will get 99 points. I think, to be completely honest, I think he's already out of range.
Yeah.
But with this lift, he will literally just hammer the nail down and.
All right, bar is loaded for
250.
Just to kind of
gives a little bit of a relaxed shoulder shrug there.
yeah, let's see. I hope,
Ukrainian machine.
I'm hoping he's gonna get this smooth. Doesn't aggravate anything.
Oh, perfect.
Yep. As you see, he's strong enough for it. That's for sure. So it's not
perfect.
It's not strength that's been holding him back.
Absolutely.
As of late, it's been a little bit of niggle in the back. So he doesn't have to overperform today, but that puts him to 7:15, beating in 99 points.
What a performance so far from Stanislav.
Bar is loaded for Salabi, 72.5.
This is going to be, again, a big contest between him and Iron Imran, who you can see lurking in the background. 272.5 for a second attempt.
It's a pretty chunky jump also from the first one.
Yep. And that does not seem to be problematic at all.
No, if he has all his chips in order, he is the favorite for second place.
Yep.
But
right, that was a good
I know that Imran is not gonna. So let's put it this way: I don't think it's gonna be enough with pulling 2 deadlifts for Salabi. I think he needs to make his third. But then again, I think that he will also. So.
And I think
Let's
Imran
see,
is
see.
cooking up something
The way that
mighty
looked.
big.
The way that looked. So that's 695 for Salabi. Putting him at 95 points. And Imran's second lift is 742, 93. So Imran will, after this, pull 290.
Wow.
That will put him just behind Salabi, but he's in a fight with Musa. Holy smokes.
Absolutely.
Musa has that advantage of, what did Musa put in for a second? Yeah, 320. Musa is raging on for a... It was very important that Musa had his 130 kind of like damage control bench.
Yep.
And then he really got that 242 on the board. So if
Yep.
it would have gone 50, that would have been very dangerous, or that
Exactly.
would have been super dangerous for Imran. But Imran is doing what he can here now with a 290.
290, and this is, again, for Imran. I've seen him in training. This should move pretty easily for him.
I'm going to crunch it in.
His deadlifts have improved wildly in the last couple of months.
time is up there.
A young lifter that is just dominating the scene.
I'm going to bank on him making this.
I think he will.
Yeah. So I'm putting that in.
Seeing
putting
his
that
momentum
in,
in
there. Yeah.
training, it has been phenomenal.
And I'm just going to put it in because seeing what he needs to pull. Yeah, shizzle. Just looking at the numbers, what he needs to pull to pass Salabi on his third. And I know that...
All right, bar is loaded for you, Imran. Let's make some noise.
yeah, let's see.
And Imran Falat. Here he comes, 290 kilos on the bar, marching around with a purpose.
Let's see.
The belt is on. He's got all the hype in the world, but I think this is going to go to the moon.
Come on now, man. Come on. Hang on to that bar now, Imran.
And we have liftoff.
Right. 305, he passes Salabi.
Okay.
Iron
305.
Imran.
That's our 20 kilo.
He'll be confident heading into his third attempt, whatever he puts.
That was super hot. We're going to move on with Jad, 305 kilos, 305 kilos.
And you just heard it, folks. Jad is putting on
3 more lifters before
305.
we then go into our final round.
We have Tarek. 17 to 92. Pop, 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 pop,
Our
pop,
bars
pop.
loaded for Jad. Let's make some noise.
Here comes
105.
the Lebanese Viking himself. 305 on the bar. What a hype here. The tension is palpable. It is... What an atmosphere in here. 305. Tightens up the belt. This is where he excels.
You got this.
Gets the brace. Here we go. And cranks it up. Can he finish it? And he finishes it with authority.
Yeah,
that is 305 kilos for Jad.
Very strong at the top there. Now the
Fantastic.
big pullers come.
Unfortunately,
To have
that was a no lift.
And it's no lift?
For what?
I'm very surprised at that.
Apparently, there's something with the shoulder locking.
Oh, I was actually surprised seeing that. That looked to me, that was...
A little bit of discussion here.
It
Good
looked
lift.
okay to me.
Okay,
I
so
mean, even
there's
the even the referees looks confused. They gave it red. But anyway,
So awesome, welcome, Jad. Bar is loaded for Tarek. Come on, 317.5.
My
Let's make some noise for
God.
Tarek now.
Tarek
well... Did they change jobs?
with 317.5 here.
Did they? Okay. All right, yeah, Jad's lift was overruled, which I think was good since the referees also looked confused. Even the ones that did red.
It's a good end to that lift.
Here comes Tarek, 317,
My
which
God.
I'm very sure he'll make, putting him at 92.6.
Lebanon's
Not
Leviathan.
gonna take anything for granted, but kind of do anyway. Let's see.
Here he goes. Oh, absolutely picture perfect.
That is sumo technique at its best, because he didn't leave anything to complain about the lockout situation either. So that was spot on.
Squeaky clean, Mr. Sheen.
All right, we are going to finish off the second round.
317.5 moved up like it was nothing.
So Musa is putting on another 20.
Wow.
So that's gonna put him into 96.
Bar is loaded for Musa.
Well,
Oh,
this
okay.
is-
Okay, I'll say. Let's put it this way: if he pulls this, he has 96.03 points. Mustafa Salabi has 95.06. They will
So
put him
close.
1 point ahead.
Musa gets it
Yeah,
up,
yep.
cranks it up.
I don't think there was a little bit of stall, but I don't think they'll complain about it. If they
I
do,
don't think
I
so.
will
No
disagree.
problems.
No, it's
3
good,
white lights.
good.
Squeaky
So
clean.
that's
Good lift for Musa.
792.5.
Third and final round.
So that puts him at 96.35.
An easy lift for Musa. Again, this is where he shines. The deadlift is his most proficient lift. It's what he excels at, and we're seeing a masterclass from him today.
Yeah. Let's see what he puts in. Tarek Asi put in 330. So
Wow.
that's 12 and a half. So Tarek puts in 12 and a half.
These Lebanese dons
It's
are
going to be a
going
lot
at
of
it.
counting now, but Stanislav is ahead, and he is putting another nail in the coffin here.
My goodness. The Ukrainian machine cranking up the whole room, going ballistic for him. Davai. Davai, Stanislav.
I think it's going to be easy lift.
Picture perfect.
Yep.
There we go.
There's the champ. The champ.
The champ is here.
Yeah. That was 722 and a half.
What an impressive
So he
performance.
gets himself over the 100-point mark, which is amazing.
What an impressive performance.
Salabi lowered 702.5. 702.5. Calculate for me. 702.5. 6.
All right, we've got Mustafa Salabi here. with
Salabi coming up with 280. So 280 is 7.5 up. So he's going to end up on 96.
It's still a very heated battle between him and Imran Falat.
Yeah. It's so close, like it's...
All right.
So
Don't forget
that's
it's perfect at the end
nice.
here. The final lift.
Keep.
All right, bar is loaded for Mustafa Salabi.
Salabi, this is important lift.
It's a big lift for him. Here we go.
So if he gets this, he will kind of like finish the battle with Imran and put him out of just a little bit too far ahead of Imran. But if he slips up here, Imran has the door open.
And that looks to be clean. That's a strong lockout.
There ain't no doors open here, I think.
Yep.
I think that was the...
Right there.
he got one red, I don't know why, but... So that was...
So moving on.
that was the... That was
Fantastic
the door
performance.
close, 7.5 up on that. That's 702.5. 96.08. So we have Stas have done his is 100.5. Salabi has done his is 96.08. We have now Mustafa. He's doing his also by leaving his attempt on the cards. At this point also just giving the other guys a little bit of time to do some extra calculations and see if there are going to be some changes done, which I see now. And so Dan put down Imran from 305 to 300, just because if Mustafa Salabi would have missed his lift, Imran would have then passed him with a 305, which would have honestly been a 50-50 lift.
Yeah.
Imran, I know, want to do 300 on competition. He done it on training, but training is one thing, competition is another.
Exactly. After you've done 8 other lifts
Yeah,
during
so
the day.
bear in context that he is in on PB grounds, like massively.
Yep.
So if Imran can do his 300, that will make him doing 94.4 points. And like everyone is in a fight here.
And you can see the Falat brothers, the kings of powerlifting.
Everyone is in a fight actually, without except Mustafa, Hazem, which is sitting it out for the deads, and Jad that is kind of like doing his own race. Other than that, it's like balls to the walls for Tarek, Musa, Imran.
It's
to
an
kind of like fight it out.
scrap. And you can bet, I mean, Imran has one of the most competitive spirits I have seen in this sport. He revels in competition. And you can see the intensity in the eyes.
Who is that? That's not Stas.
300 coming up.
Bar is loaded for Imran.
Takes a whiff of the ammonia. Here we go. Iron Imran Falat. 300 kilos.
He wanted to do this 300, and he will put pressure on the other guys.
Absolutely.
Because if Tarek wants to pass him after this, he will have to pull heavy dead.
Yep.
So this puts Imran at 94.
Here we go.
43 with a new PB of 762.5.
Imran Falat. 300. He has it.
Yep. And he didn't have more, that's for sure. So
definitely, but does he have it? Because I did see it.
Let's see. It was. This is a. Yeah, that was actually, honestly.
I was thinking his grip.
His grip at the end.
It's just that.
That's such a shame. But again.
But anyway, so I mean,
310 kilos for Jad.
they are gonna contest it, and I don't. They might actually give it.
Let's see.
It wasn't mega clear, but the good thing was this: no regrets. He didn't have more anyway.
Yeah,
so
definitely
that
not,
he.
no.
So it was that or nothing. So let's see what the refs say
I
now.
think
Are they
it's gonna
gonna
be. Did they give the down command just as he was going down?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what they say. This is the decisions muy importante.
All right, so they're just serving.
We're just gonna wait for that, because every lift here actually have impact on what's to come.
Yep.
We need to sort this out. So Imran currently at 93.19 points. So he's with that currently on 4th place. By the way, I can inform you guys that Mustafa Salabi is on 96.08 points. Musa is at 96.03 points.
Oh my God.
So that is a 0.05
That is
difference.
It's just this is insane. The level of competition here.
That is nothing. That is literally nothing. That is
Peanuts.
that weight isn't loadable
Literally.
because it's less than 0.25. So they are still discussing,
There's a lot of.
but we need
Work
to
going
we need
into
to sort
decision.
this out before the competition continues.
Yep.
So is it a halas? So what is it? All right, here we go.
It looks like Jad is.
Seems like it's over. Okay, Jad is doing 710, going for 710 with his 310.
Big Jad, the last Viking of Lebanon.
He has a Scottish man behind him screaming.
A big Scottish man.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Come on now, Jad.
Some Scottish
This
encouragement.
is our community at its finest, to be honest.
Absolutely. The
Lebanese
best place in the Middle East to train.
Lebanese Viking and Scottish.
Scottish Viking.
Come on, let's do it, Jad.
Here he goes. Come on, Jad.
Yep, come on. That was not
Nope.
going anywhere. Hope he didn't hurt himself. He's limping a little bit with his
He's
left
got a
leg.
bit of a hip foot problem, I know. Hopefully that hasn't aggravated too much.
Right, so Jad stops at 700. And
Good work, Jad.
he's never really running from the podium, is he?
Really.
You know, he's
He's had taken his time with it.
yeah, like,
To finish off the night.
I mean, when you're the size of that guy, you can do whatever
Yeah.
you want.
all right, Tarek has put in 330.
Wow.
So that's 12.5 increasement for him, putting him at 94. So he is trying to edge out Imran.
And Tarek has had a solid performance today.
To be completely honest, he could have. I mean, he won a bank on a. I'm assuming he's aiming for some sort of PB also
Yeah.
for himself.
Yeah,
He
personal PB,
doesn't need this much in order to pass Imran. But I'm pretty sure they've calculated on him making this lift.
Yep.
So that will be put him into a fantastic, good little total.
330 is a huge deadlift for
That will
Tarek.
put him into a 730 total, which is very respectable.
All right, bars loaded.
He weighs over today. He's a 94.9, but he is a 93 lifter, and that's a 1.9 kilo weight cut slash
Yeah.
water cut slash just gut cut, and that's he is literally in the 93 category. He just opted not to be. So
Yep.
730, just above 93.
Throws away the ammonia with a purpose. Here he comes,
All right.
330 kilos on the bar.
I give him very high chances for this.
He's got this. I mean, hell. The way that last attempt moved, this 330 is going to go to through the moon. Literally through it.
Come on now, guys.
Come on, Tarek. sends that into orbit. Tarek Alassi, 330. What a day.
Yeah, so 94.56.
Fantastic.
94.56. Very good. He was hot.
He's
He
high.
was hot today. And then we have
Oh, wow. All right. So
Musa.
final line with Musa, same
The
weight.
Surprisingly
deadlift
going for the
specialist.
same weight. I think I
He
thought
could've
we were
gone
gonna
higher.
chip it.
Yeah, I
No,
think he
just,
would've.
just because beating his mate
Yeah, I
in,
thought he would have done
an
that.
absolute weight. But
But
this is Musa going for 97.4.
the place is coming unglued. The Lebanese forklift.
So he needs to get this. He will not. So he actually misses that.
He missed it.
So, folks.
What a good fight.
Therefore, he misses out on the second place with 0.05.
All right, and that concludes all of the names for
Oh
tonight.
my goodness.
Pat, what do you want to say?
All right, boys and girls, prize ceremony very shortly. So let's just have us set up this improvised little podium, and then
We're in
go
the
back to
decimal
it.
points.
I know.
So the medal ceremony is coming up
Hey guys,
very
please
soon.
don't leave. Please do not leave until the prize ceremony is given. Do not leave, because people would be selected for doping control.
Public servants bad. Fråga
Lifters assemble here in front of me, and we'll have the prize ceremony for the top 3 girls and the top 3 guys. Can I have maybe assemble here, please. We're going to do the prize ceremony, starting with the girls. And can I have so me and Marco will celebrate our 5-year anniversary here with distributing the medals. All right, we had a bunch of girls, and there was a tight battle all over the place. So I'm going to mention the place 4 and below, just so we give them a round of applause.
They need to come up as we call them.
And come up as we call you. So Smitha, please. Smitha. Gulshan and Nat, please. We want to have Jen up here. Sophia, please. Sophia. And can we have Ange here also? Sophia and Ange. Gulshan there, good. So we have, where's Ange? Ange. Ange! There she is. We have a bunch of brand new personal records. All right, so first of all, a big round of applause for these girls. It was amazing lifting. It was intense amount of personal bests. All right, starting at number 3. Coming in a little bit below the shadows. We kind of expected her to be strong, making some gains, but 382.5 kilos. No. Not yet, Astrid. And 85.39 points, lean. Good.
Thank you.
Here's a medal for you. And she was desperately close, to be honest, for second place, where we have with 460 kilos and 86.87 points, Astrid. 86.87. And finally, because I know it's finally for this little pocket rocket, are proud of our own Bex, number 1. 380 kilos.
Huggly hug.
That was 380 kilos for 91.35 points. And me and Bex, by the way, last week celebrated 6 years since you started lifting. Yes! I persuaded her to take this route. I'm happy for that now. Okay, give the girls a round of applause. All right. Can everyone scooch in here so everyone is visible? All the girls, come together. Should we flank them maybe? Let them have their thing. All right. Pictures of these girls. All right, good. All right, that was very tight. And if you're looking at tightness, the battles that was going on in the guys category was absolutely wild. All right, I'm gonna mention them in no particular order, but come up. So Jad, Aquaman, where are you? There he is. I'm assuming that Mustafa Hassan isn't here anymore. I just gonna mention to everyone about Mustafa that the initial reports of his shoulders says that it was like dislocated and popped back. So thankfully it doesn't look like it's anything torn. Well, that's medical team did a great job there. Yeah. So we had our chiropractor Matt and the medical team here supporting really well. All right, let's get down to business. This was very, very tight. We have Imran on 93.19 points coming up. And then we have Tarek on 94.56. All right, and I want you to listen up closely here now, because on third place with 96.03 points. Remember that, 96.03 points. We have Musa. All right, that was 96.03. 96.08, which is no weight at all on the bar. Number 2, Mustafa Salabi. So that weight, just to give perspective, isn't even loadable. Even if we break a world record, it's not doable to make such a small jump. So it was literally tied, but Salabi was 0.05 points ahead, which is extraordinary. All right, reigning number 1, comfortably 100.5 points, Stanislav. 722.5. So that was very good. All right, so medal and trophy to Stas. And finally he's here to get his trophies, otherwise we have to give them to Olga all the time. All right, guys, scatter around, boys. Get. No, halas, stand. Yes, stand around. Picture and fame. All right. He's such a nice dude, eh? All right. That concludes the Classic Championship. Folks, keep an eye out for the launch of the next Power Meet. New and improved will coming up in March. There are news to be said about that, but that will take when it's announced. And see you all. And now we're gonna wrap this thing up and clean up and get back. See ya.